Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
Way. As
Yeah.
always, it's as if you've always been there the entire time for the entire opening without any interruptions. Or
And not like I was just racing across the kitchen
it's
to...
like, oh, shut your mouth.
I was shutting the door. Oh, shut your door. I was shutting the door to keep out the loud cunts. Oh my God, there's so many loud cunts here.
There is. And,
Unbelievable.
And also we have guests.
Oh yes, that's true. Welcome in, it's Don't Get Me Started, episode 59. You know what that means?
It means that we have been doing this for a very long time.
We have been doing it for a very long time. Welcome in. Invasion McMikey, invading the stream. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Kelly's here, Sweet Potato Fan. Jaeger's here. Harmstone's here. I can see Streamlabs, you're always here. Like a bad penny. Various other people have popped in, I think.
Thanks to Future Wolfeter for the raid already, bringing in his lovely party. And congratulations on starting a journey of being nicotine-free. It's a little pre-hap.
Kyber's in. Kyber Watson is in.
Ah, wait. Ah, indeed. Welcome. Your father, Tamsinaki somewhere.
A whole bunch of people. I'm here, you're here. Captain Brilliant's here.
Yeah.
A whole load of people are here.
Incredible.
It's very exciting. 2 drinks.
Mechalicus.
Mechalicus. Hi from the pub. Have a good show. Thanks very much. Have a good time in the pub.
Convince the pub to put us on the big screen. Do it.
Cast it up there. Yes, what was I going to say? 2 drinks, it must be nice. Well, I got made this one by one of our very special guests, who haven't murdered quite yet.
No.
Is Reese hidden behind the sofa?
I don't think so.
You'll have to wait. You have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But then I bought, and then I made another drink, so I still have enough drinks. Because happy Friday.
Indeed. Absolutely happy Friday.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It's been a great week.
It's been a great weekend as well. Yeah, I said like the end of the week.
We've extended the weekend.
Yeah.
We already got started on the weekend a long time ago.
Yeah. And you had a good time while I was doing my stream yesterday. You were hanging out in the garden with your projector and all your buddies.
Yeah. We've been waiting to do that for quite some time, to be fair.
It looked like a lot of fun, I have to say.
Yeah. I don't know how we managed to do a watch party in the same way, considering it would either be watching you or watching me, and we can't both be in the garden and stream. Maybe we're just going to have to do a stream.
Yes.
In the garden and project some cool shit on the wall behind us.
I'd be up for that. I'd be down with that.
We'll do that.
Up or down. Goblin Tea Party. Where are the guests? Are you just pretending to have friends?
Oh, she's got us rumbled, man.
I know. She knows a lot. She knows too much, if anything. It was really nice, even though Jez forced me. I read, do you know what? I read Forster's Touched, and I'm like, what the hell happened here?
It wasn't like the hardest sell.
It
was basically like, so it was like, so are you coming over? And he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I can come and get you if you want, but I'm about to like crack open a drink, so it's now or never.
It's now or never.
And he was like, now. I'm like, right, okay,
I'll be on my way.
That was definitely not the hard sell I was expecting to pull off. So perhaps the Jaeger doth protest a little too much. Is all I'm going to say on that.
I could murder a Pessoa. I've got a Pessoa right here, and it's tasty as fuck. I wish it had won the World Cup, frankly.
If only he was in a room that had some Pessoa in it.
If only.
Yeah,
but Lit still won, and it
did. It's wonderful.
I don't have any of those. Well, welcome in anyway. This is the 59th. Well, I was going to say, Jeremy.
Oh, yeah, because I cut you off. Like
no,
cheese dick
didn't have to cut me off. No, I was just to see what you would say, but it didn't matter what you said because I'd still say my thing anyway.
Doesn't matter what you say.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to say that 59 means we're close to 60.
It does.
And 60 being a multiple of 20 means that we will be doing next week Don't Get Me Cocktailed.
Whoop.
So we're here tonight, very special, because we do have guests. Who will come in when we fucking tell them, frankly.
We're not there yet, Jaeger. Chill out.
Man, very excited people. You know, it's like the beginning of the Grand National, Jeremy. Have you ever seen the Grand National? It's a horse race.
I have.
Yeah, and the horses are like...
Yeah.
Doing this.
But they're behind like some kind of guard barrier thing, aren't they? Like, we need to pen Jaeger in a bit.
Look at you doing maths. Well, I'm maths and science. What drink did win the World Cup? I fell asleep in the semi-finals. Fair play, thanks for making it that far. It was Long Island iced tea, which is why Goblin Tea Power abbreviated it to lit.
Lit.
It's lit, mate. It's lit. Long Island iced tea won the whole thing. It was suggested by Duncan the Singer, as was milk. So it feels like whatever Duncan suggests turns to gold. So tune in next month.
I mean, it's mostly because he lurks in your streams with 3 different accounts, and so has hoarded like 100,000 points coming up to a World Cup.
Sits in there,
But,
and
it's a definite technique, and it's a technique that I will be adopting with myself, JezBot4000, and the Primetime Streamer Network Twitch channel to hoard all the points and rig everything.
it's my understanding, and maybe we'll get the skinny on this in a bit. It's my understanding that there were some backdoor shenanigans between Reese and Harmstone.
There's definitely a story there that needs to be told. Absolutely.
Vis-a-vis a potential bid to make Pessoa the winner. It didn't win, so I'm kind of interested into what happened there. Maybe one of our guests will inform.
Perhaps.
But for now, perhaps we should find out. Let's get this party started. I mean, my party has already begun. But let's get this party started with the first segment, because we're going to talk about what's been going on this week.
Well, shall we introduce our first guest?
Oh, right, now they're going to... yes.
And then we'll
Shall we
introduce
get our
the
first
segment.
guest in?
Yeah.
Is that what you're telling me?
Let's give him a slight stream delay warning so that he knows he's coming.
Okay.
To bring himself up to the door. And I hadn't really thought this through. How are we going to introduce our guests? Are we going to clap? Are we going to just hoop and holler?
Do you know what? I'm going to see what happens. In the best method of improv, I'm going to see what happens when we finally welcome in our first guest of the night. And you can hoop and holler in a moment.
Salute. Fart, yeah.
For our first guest of the night, first time we've ever said on Don't Get Me Started.
Yes.
Welcome to Don't Get Me Started, Mr. Reesage1. Come in and take a seat.
Hello.
Shall I move over?
I don't mind.
Shall I move over?
I bought this.
Thanks very much.
Didn't want you to run out.
That's okay. I spilt it on my own sofa.
Oh, that's fine. It's your sofa.
That's cool. Oh, do you
Good
know what? I'm
evening.
going to turn up that light. While you're talking, I'm just going to turn out the lights above me. But you, welcome in, yes?
Thank you. Oh, it's nice to be here.
That one. That's what I want to take out. Cool.
Turn all the
So-
lights off.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, Reese.
Hello, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers. Chin
Look
chin.
at his
Chin.
his sexy bit of barber work that's gone on since yesterday.
It was recommended by your good selves, to be fair, that the barber's on the walk back to Captain Brilliance. And I got myself sheared like a sheep. And I did
good.
Did a reasonable job, to be fair, if I say so myself.
For those people that don't know who this is Reese. He
Hello.
goes under the pseudonym, not even much of a pseudonym because it's actually his name.
It's kind of close, isn't it?
Yeah, Reesage1. You've
Yeah.
probably seen him. Most of you have seen this. Oh, thank you very much, Ocho.
Your father asked, was Research
Good
taken?
example, I thought.
Or did you forget your password and have to make a new account called Research1? It's a very,
Well,
it's a
you
very
know
good
what?
question.
That's a very good question, to be fair, and it's a question that I'm not even going to deny. That apparently, you see, because when I searched for Research, when I was going to start streaming after, and I was like, yeah, cool, Research account name is taken. I was like,
Research was already taken.
it was. See, I thought perhaps I already done it, so I put in my
Wait for it.
I put in my Gmail for reset password. Thinking, oh, perhaps it was me.
Yeah.
Anyway, it wasn't. Then I signed up for Research1, another thing, and I thought, oh, but I'd already done it and started. And then when you mentioned it about 2 or 3 months ago, I just wondered if it was my Hotmail account. So I tried to sign in as Research, put my Hotmail account in, and bing, there it came through straight away.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, so you'd already done it.
He set up Research, followed me right back at the
you-
beginning of when I started, because I just went one day and looked through my followers from the top. I'm like, okay, yeah. Like, hang on a fucking minute. Research, he said it was taken
me.
by someone else.
it was me.
So hold on a minute. You were you tried to set up Research, and you're like, some bastard.
Yes, that's pretty much how I went in.
And you were like angry at yourself.
I was.
Wow.
I couldn't believe the
Unbelievable.
fact that someone had nicked my Twitch name, and I was like, you've got to be joking.
Yeah, how many Researchers can there be?
Well, that's true. There's only one of us.
There's only one, and it was you both times.
It was.
Welcome in Chapel Bailey, who is often on my stream for playing marbles and generally making wisecracks. Thank you very much for coming in. This is Don't Get Me Started. Got a hoppy beer, Reese? Says Invasion Mikey. No,
Not today. No, I am on the good old Pessoa.
Gonna pass out with Pessoa.
I
Yeah.
am. So I'm getting myself ready for a cocktail later. So we're on the... well, it's not that strong, is it? What is it? It's only 17%. So we're taking it easy.
104%.
Yeah, that'll work. That
It's
works.
more alcohol than not.
Is that curdled milk or something you got there?
It is. That's how I drink it.
Oh, right. Fair play.
Normal milk doesn't do it for me anymore. I have to have it curdled, wait till it's
Stepped
off, and put it in some ice.
Needs to be a risk.
Chief Keith is in here.
Chief.
Keith.
Keith. All right, Cocker. How's it going?
The people's champion. Well, it hit rock bottom, I'll tell you that. Shall we? Thank you very much. So terrible. This is what we're known for, absolute bullshit. Well, I can see that Duff, who's also going to be down here tomorrow, is already champing at the bit, much like all the horses at the Grand National, to do the segment we like to call This Is Happening. So perhaps we should
let our guest introduce the segment.
Perhaps we should. Would you like to introduce it?
Well, I can do.
With a mouthful of crisps.
Once I finish my
Would you want me to play for time a little bit by saying, do you want me to play for time for a little bit?
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Is that enough?
Yeah, it's good. This is a segment that they like to call This Is Happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
3 men on this occasion.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's 3 of us.
That's happening in itself.
And just what is This Is Happening?
Well, it's a great question you posed there, Jeremy. If you've never seen this before, hey, look how I'm pink here, and I'm pink on the back of the bureau as well. I'm just blending. I'm just a head floating here. This Is Happening is a segment where we look back on the week, or we think about the week about what's hap and what's nap. Haps are good and naps are bad. What is hap and what is nap? You can use the hap and nap channel points to put in your haps and naps. So have a look in the channel points and think about what's been good and bad in this week and stick them in. And haps will come up with a bright little chime and naps will come up with a farty noise. Yeah. So I tell you what, why don't we ask you,
Okay.
hey, what's been hap with you, man? Is it just the fact that you're here celebrating life with us?
It is. It's been a fantastic couple of days. We've had some beers, some food.
The visits have begun.
Week off work. It's been awesome. It's nice to be here. Thank you guys for inviting me on. Of
course.
It's a pleasure. We had a great night last night in the garden watching your good self on the wall. We've had a good couple of days with some beers this afternoon. An awesome burger. The burger we had this afternoon was
Took you for a great burger.
very good from Fat Boys. And it's just nice to not be working.
Big boys.
Big Boys, was it?
There was a fat boy.
Yeah,
That was the name of the burger.
The name of the burger.
Oh, right, yes.
It was not actually was not a setup for a joke.
It wasn't.
You burned yourself there.
I did, didn't I?
It was a self-burn. They're the rarest kind.
I'll take anything these days.
Yes. Niece won't go to sleep and the kitten has gone nuts. Well, at least it's not the other way round, Jaeger.
You could combine the two, walk away and see what happens.
Have they left you with a niece already, Jaeger? That sounds like a dangerous piece of work. But anyway, best of luck to you. Dove Valley, a week off work. That's incredible.
Fair.
And he's going to be in person for the effing racing show.
Yes. Turning up tomorrow.
It'll be fun.
That's incredible stuff. So you're loving it in sunny, windy Folkestone?
I mean, I've been here before for like 12 hours and then I went off to Belgium for the Formula 1. So I didn't really see a lot of Folkestone or see anyone really other than Jez. And you.
If you had to define Folkestone in like one word maybe, what would be whenever you look upon Folkestone, what's the word that comes to your mind when you...
Windy.
Windy, yeah.
It is windy.
It's the windy city.
Yeah, that's not a city.
No, windy town.
It's like when I came here sort of just after lunchtime to meet you, and I walked over from like Primark and stuff, and I was 30 seconds.
I walked over from Primark.
I was walking past Primark, for the record. I wasn't in Primark. Not that there's anything wrong with Primark. And I was walking past, and 1 minute it's glorious sunshine, next minute it's windy and it's blowing me off the road, next minute it's sunny again and it's windy and sunny and
It's
rainy.
not windy, it's Friday.
That's good.
By the way, that's a Duncan joke, and I hope he's here because I bloody hate that joke, but it's just for him.
Anyway, joke.
You can have it. Take it. Use it.
Take it. Bin it.
Never bring it back in.
Never use it again.
By the way, Sister's gone out already. She's watching Moana. You can get it on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
And you don't actually have to leave the house. It's not in the cinemas anymore. You can just watch it on TV. Far be it from me to actually tell you how to live your life. But you're having a good time in the windy town of Folkestone.
Awesome.
I'm very good to have you here.
Yeah.
It's very good to be here.
We went down the Harbour Arm.
We did.
In Folkestone yesterday, which is wonderful. There are many wonderful things there. But it was not so wonderful as we went down there with my 3-year-old daughter in tow. We're walking along the Harbour Arm to go and meet Reese and Captain Brilliant in the bar right at the end.
Oh, yes.
And
the waiting room.
And as we are walking down the arm, all of a sudden, there is a mass of water coming at us from the sky, where the wind had just picked up a large portion of the sea, brought it across the wall, and just dumped it on the Harbour Arm. Now, Karis and I didn't really get all that wet, but the lion's share of the splashing just went straight over the top of Hannah's head, and she just went like...
Everything happened
and she just totally freaked out and was not happy at all with it.
Tsunami. Now, you can pose any questions you want to Reese while we've got him. You've got him here now. Ask him the questions you need to ask. Invasion Michael wants to know, did Reese come by train and did he get the urge to push the driver to one side and drive it himself?
Well,
given your love of driving, train driving.
Train simming.
It's a very good question, Invasion Michael. And I did look at trains, but the cost of driving was easier, so I did drive, sadly. But I could have driven the train myself. I've got it down to a T now. So
yeah.
There are plenty of trains in London. Perhaps you can hijack one tomorrow.
Well, see, that's what I like about the DLR, for example.
Oh,
because
yes.
you can sit at the front, and it's like you're driving, isn't it? If you sit right at the front,
there you go.
There's no driver, obviously, so you sit there and you go, I'm driving the DLR.
I remember telling someone, a friend of mine, that the DLR was driverless, and they didn't believe me at all.
Really?
And I'm like, let's sit at the front, pretend to drive it. She's like, no, we can't sit at the front.
That's where the driver
That's the driver sits. No.
Oh, no.
I'm driving the train. Driving is fun, says Stuff Valley, an actual train driver. So.
Yeah.
Somebody who actually
Who
works
actually
at trains.
knows what they're talking about.
Doesn't just
Probably
pretend
looks-
to be one on the
Probably looks
on the
upon
internet.
you, Reese, kind of with disdain, I'd imagine.
Dickhead.
Fucking. You're
Pretending
like,
to do
I love
my
how you
job.
went, it's super easy, and there's stuff going, there's so much to this fucking job. And you're like, I just press forward on the keyboard. And then I press Alt to stop it. But this is not how you
And then
talk,
you press
by
a
the way.
different key to open the doors. It's
Yeah.
simple, man. I don't know what people
What
worry
happens
about.
if you don't open the doors on that sim? Do people get grumbly and you get an unhappy face like Theme Hospital?
You just sit there and then you get
okay.
fined.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You get fined. You remember in Theme Hospital, you ever play Theme Hospital?
Oh, what a game.
Where like at the
What a
beginning
game.
you'll think I'm amazing and you have to solve Bloaty Head. That's the first thing I think you have to solve.
Yeah.
And the guys get Bloaty Head and then you just pop their head and it shrivels down and it reinflates to a normal level and they walk out. But eventually, despite your best efforts of hiring good doctors, you kill someone who's got Bloaty Head. And then it's like, you killed your first patient. How's it feel? And I'm like, well, it's just a game, mate. Chill out. But like, is it a bit... I was wondering if the train sim
I think it
has an opportunity for you to...
No.
Like, do
No,
they not
you
fall in
can't.
front of the train?
No, you can't. Sadly.
You can't drive it off the tracks?
No.
Man, this
No, you can't crash
No,
either because he's
you
got the crash redeem, obviously, that I have
Yeah.
put to good
But
use.
it's got the train protection system, which Duff will know all about, I'm sure. That if you go through a red signal, the brakes come on and it stops you.
That's incredible.
Speaking of Theme Hospital, the funniest, my one memory of Theme Hospital is, like you say about the bloated head thing.
Bloaty head, yes.
And you have this woman that does all the announcements for the hospital, and he goes, "Doctor, to the inflator room." It's like, yeah, and then all the different diseases come down in.
Do you know, amusingly,
It's
I've got a
awesome.
friend who is a doctor and has a bloaty head.
Ah,
And they never cured it. Not
a
even
shame.
from a child. I'm just here so I don't get fined, your father.
I
Always the
understood that
case.
reference.
I understood that reference as well.
That's good work. as it would, yes.
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me.
So,
What's happened with you?
I'll
Alex?
tell you what's happened with me. Do you know, it's been good to see you. I took a half day today.
I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah, because I thought, you don't get very much time to spend, Reese. Let's take a whole... I spent half a day of one of my actual annual leave days
I know.
for you.
See,
And
that's true.
And frankly,
That's true
you're
love.
disappointed.
and I want that
And
time back.
I would like to work tomorrow
And I want to make up for it.
bullshit.
So I'm
Just
not
give me
coming.
the hourly rate, Alex. I'll charge it back to you, right? I'll get my card out and we'll sort it out. Don't worry.
I just so little money. Want to become famous? I don't think so.
Nah.
Someone's
I
being
want that
terrible,
money
yeah.
back. I'll ring up my boss. Hey, can I come in tomorrow? Yeah, I need that fucking
Yeah, I
cash.
have to work the morning
It
tomorrow.
was
Yeah.
definitely not worth it.
Nah, waste of time.
No, it was wonderful. I actually tried to take a full day off, but my own ineptitude prevented it. But it didn't matter because, who was up at that time anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
It was really good. That was one of my haps. Wine. I put wine up there. Wine should just permanently be up there. But I tell you what. He says wine. Because we had some wonderful wine.
We did, didn't
Wonderful half day. Happy times all round. Sun's been slightly coming out. Some great streams. So I'm very happy. And tomorrow, although it's not strictly speaking, it's within the week, although it has not happened yet. Going to see Anything Goes tomorrow. I know we got the beer festival tomorrow, but
But he's excited about the thing that doesn't involve you.
Yeah, that's the story of my life, isn't it?
it doesn't involve you, and it doesn't involve Captain Brilliant.
No.
But it does involve me.
Well, of course it would. Yeah. Funny that, isn't it? Funny that would involve you.
So, and it's a musical. So, musical beats beer almost every time. By which I mean every time.
It's close.
Harmstone's doing
That's
his
good
work.
work.
Good
Yeah,
work,
yeah,
Harmstone.
Yeah, like
He's a good boy, isn't he?
So I tell you what, I'm super happy. I'm super happy. I had a super good time last night. Super good time on Tuesday. It's been a great week all round. I don't even have any naps, so I'm in a good place.
Yeah, it is a good place.
Finally got round to doing that. What's that? Ad block term. Big follows.
It's not going It's not going to work on that one either because the bots have got around it. There's a space between the follows and the dot, so you need to add that one.
Listen, Harmstone, you're doing such great work. God's work.
Wait, is this a moderating stream?
He's really good at it. He's really,
Duncan,
really good at
all
it.
these familiar-looking characters.
I know. Yes, Duncan came.
Hey!
Yeah.
Sorry, I stole your job.
Duncan, we saw Duncan today. He popped into the pub.
He did, yes.
In
yeah.
space.
And
In
his
space.
hat is in person, Incy Wincy Spider with a youngster who
Oh, yeah.
understands hats and socks very well.
That was funny, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
she really put you in your place, Duncan, it has to be said.
Duncan was trying to be silly with Hannah and was suggesting places that he might wear socks, which you don't normally wear socks, and she basically told him,
Shut him down.
yeah,
She blocked everything.
no, socks go on feet and nowhere else.
Yeah, and that was the mood she was in today, to be fair.
She was short to the point.
She was in a very much to the point, in a very much, this is bullshit, take me
know
home
what?
kind of mood.
I've always felt, we're sitting at home, we got back to yours, and I've always felt that Hannah adores me.
Yes, and that is true.
And I adore Hannah. She's really great. And I love talking nonsense to her, obviously. Lots of fun. And then today, as she was sitting there, I said, are you right there, Hannah? Because sometimes I say things like that. And she went, what? And in many respects, I was just like...
You're just taken aback.
I was like, are you right there, Hannah? She was like, what?
I told you, didn't it?
And I said, no, you say, pardon? And she went, pardon? I said, are you all right there is what I'm asking. She was like, yes, I'm okay. And I'm like, right, I'm glad we get to the bottom of this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alex just loves an audience. You what, mate? Pardon? 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 People can't say pardon properly anyway. Who the
Pardon.
flip do you think you are? Coming in here, give me curly whirlies.
I mean, you asked the question, like, who would have been up this morning if you'd have taken the whole day off? And the answer was Reese, having a lovely chat with
Do you know what?
Hannah at
Yeah.
7:30 in the morning.
We had about an hour this morning of animal noises and animal movements. So Hannah walks in the room and it's like, Hannah, you all right? Are you all right, Hannah? I said, what's that? She said, I've come to talk to you. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah, cool.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So then she started off, we were doing drawings, so I was sending her off to do a different shape and the rest of it. And then she explained to me how she could make the drawing vanish by pressing a button on
By the way, she showed me that too. That's an incredible piece.
It's awesome.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
And then we did all the animals I could possibly think of with the noises and the actions and the jumping. I wasn't doing this.
You were
by
not
the way.
jumping.
No,
That's all.
she was doing that.
You were
I was
laying
led to
down.
go
Fully sedentary.
oh, my head.
Do you know what? One time, the first time I ever stepped, when I do Don't Get Me Started, we do it over at your place.
Yeah.
Jez Towers or whatever we named
Shay
it.
Jazz.
Shay
Jez.
Jez. Yeah, we'll get to that. Whenever I go round there, the first time I ever stayed round there, I know that in the morning I'm going to be invaded by Hannah early in the morning who wants to talk to me.
It's just par for the course.
Or
It's
cover
funny,
me
man.
in vegetables because it's the little shop in there and it's great. But knowing this was going to be the case, I was slightly waking up. I don't know if I told you this. I was slightly waking up like this and I could see, you know, when you're like, your eyes are still open and you're looking through your eyelashes, as it were. And I'm like, I'm going to see her coming in any minute. And then I'm going to wake up, you know, because I'm awake and I'm going to be fine. And I thought I heard her, but the door opened, I thought, and I couldn't see her through my eyes like this. And I was like, oh, well, maybe she's not here. And then, like, if this were a Wes Anderson film where the camera just, like, turns, like, really slickly like that, I just looked across and she was standing there like the twin girls out of The Shining, just kind of like, hello, I've been waiting. And I was just like, Jesus! Honestly, I didn't see her come in, didn't see her pass my field of vision. She just stood there patiently until I looked up and she said, I've been here forever and ever and ever. And I'm like, fuck! And then we opened the shop.
Of course.
Yes, you do.
Greek Mr. Tickle book from Tamsin.
Well, that
That's
was
a
very
nap.
cool.
That should obviously be a hat.
That is hap, and let me just jump straight into my haps. That
Please do.
The best part of this whole in bringing this guy down and meeting people and all that kind of thing is finally got in-person meeting of Tamsin.
Yes,
Oh,
that was
wonderful.
awesome.
That is
was
wonderful.
awesome.
Is more than advertised as wonderful, actually. Not only did she turn up and bring her sunny disposition, but she
Indeed.
brought a whole bunch of stuff, including rum and snacks
You're
and
a
gifts
bastard,
from,
you are as
from,
well.
from
You're a
Greece.
bastard.
And,
You can tell that one.
No, it's all right. You know, I'm
I should have
fully
added that to
positive,
my
mate.
naps.
I'm fully positive, mate. You know,
Really?
I can.
You're positive about it?
I can leave you involved in telling that story.
All right,
But yes, Tamsin was wonderful. We had Jaeger around as well.
No, it's fine. You finish it.
Jaeger is obviously
Wait for a
wonderful, but he didn't shower us in gifts, so he's not as wonderful, obviously. And and we had a great time. watching you in the garden, doing some marbles at the end.
Oh yeah.
I cannot express how much the medium of marbles on stream is improved by having it giant on your
I think that's
garden wall.
incredible.
Like, because you can actually see the marbles properly rather than just looking on your phone like, is that me?
It is a wonderful, stupid game.
So it was good.
I was probably pissed off from my marbles performance as well. Actually, I didn't do very well at all.
No, I didn't.
I've met Tamsinaki before. Overrated, if you ask me. Duncan the Zinger. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I don't know why we invite him, really.
No.
Hap says, Keris, being a member of The Garden, I was massively jealous. I mean, I know I was on stream at the time, and I was really pleased.
You were an integral part of the process,
Yes,
I'm
to be
so
fair,
pleased.
while not being there.
You made the evening, which is good.
Thank you. I feel with a thing like, obviously, the streaming thing, you're streaming to each individual person in their own houses, and thank you very much for joining us and spending your evening with us. But like knowing that I had like 5 people who were watching together as a watch party, like, and being able to chat with each other around the place makes that a whole different experience. And I was really pleased that I got to be the one that did that. So that was really cool. Being included in this stuff, Hap, that I normally wouldn't do. Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad you went across and had a good time. You guys look like having a really great fun in those pictures. So
Yeah, we
was
were.
funny.
We
booze,
had a good
food,
time.
snacks,
Yeah.
Mr. Tickle.
Pork
Yeah.
steaks.
I think Mr. Tickle made it, actually. It would not have been as good without the Greek Mr. Tickle.
Yeah. I knew that she showed me the Greek Mr. Tickle a while ago. I knew that gift was coming, but I just obviously
Kept it low
kept
key.
it low key.
Yeah. It was a bit like watching the Euros final when you know, like they were panning around to different pubs around the UK where people were celebrating.
Oh, we lost.
Now let's
Throwing their beers in the air.
Let's go to the watch party in Jez's garden. Way! And now let's go to the watch party in let's go back to Jez's garden. Way!
And there's Hamstone crying in the corner because I didn't have to eat surströmming.
I burned it, says Jaeger. It wouldn't burn. Well, manuscripts don't burn, mate.
They do not.
Mr. Tickle Never Dies. That lesser-known sequel to Phantom of the Opera. I'm also crying in the corner. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. This is the autobiography for Mr. MJ Harmstone. So, talking about this Pessoa thing, this surströmming thing, what happened with that? Because I heard a rumour, and you might want to confirm or deny this, because when I do my World Cup stream, and we did the World Cup of alcohol... surströmming on your own. When I do the World Cup thing, I let people kind of form alliances and allow people to use their channel points and make alliances. I know that was happening in the background of the milk win of the soft. I know that Aletha and Duncan and Tom and various other people were making waves, making moves. But I heard a rumor. Perhaps you can confirm or deny this, Reese.
Go on.
That you had been offered an opportunity.
We're in talks.
We're in talks with another member of the stream.
No.
With a regular, I hesitate to say well loved,
names,
but
it's confidential.
Yes, confidential information.
Use a pseudonym, a similar sounding name.
Yeah. What was this person's?
Blarnstone.
Blarnstone.
Don't
Okay,
know
that
who
doesn't
you're talking
that
about.
doesn't
No
anyone
idea.
at all. Yeah.
All right, and so what happened? Can you talk us through that?
I approached Blarnstone
Okay.
and we were having a little bit of chat about it. We were already talking about something else first.
Mike Blarnstone.
Mike Blarnstone, yeah. Well, you can say that if you want. We call him Tim Blarnstone if you prefer. And there was discussions, but the problem was the discussions had to be frenzied because the vote was already on, and it was difficult.
Time was counting.
Well, what was it? 2 minutes, 3 minutes? However long the vote was going on for, and various scenarios were proposed. Shall I say? Most of them involved me eating surströmming, which I wasn't really that down for. And,
Sorry, your father did the joke that I love and I wanted to say, but carry on.
And so I proposed a joint venture of surströmming, and negotiations ended shortly after. But by then the vote was already over, so I don't know why we were still talking about it, because it was done by then and I'd lost.
So he was suggesting that you would maybe, if he would give you votes.
He would use his channel points to help push.
He would buy Pessoa the
off
win
the line.
if you eat
surströmming.
surströmming. And you countered.
I just wasn't up for it, man.
You went up for it.
I was up for a happy medium, where, like, if you were
going to say a happy
Blarnstone-
meal.
Happy
I was
meal.
up for a happy. I'll give him a happy meal.
See, if
I
you
mean,
were
I-
Blarnstone, and I
Yes.
said to you, okay, how about, we both eat
Yes.
surströmming?
Yes. If I was Blarnstone, I would.
NG Blarnstone. Yeah. Is that
And then
his name?
there was talk of a favour, but the favour doesn't really count because Pessoa didn't win, and he promised to get Pessoa over the line.
The
And that's
deed was
simple
not
as
done.
that. Simple as
Do
that.
you know what would be
Deal
amazing
is
if
a
we did
deal.
like a World Cup of Pessoa and like Pessoa didn't win? Pessoa doesn't win.
That'd be my luck. That'd be right.
So what won this time? Salt vinegar crisps. Go fuck yourself. What I actually promised was to spend all my points on it, which I did.
He said, "I'll get you over the line." I can pull up the chat. If you know.
We're going to need a lawyer in here, I think.
Where's Ali?
Where's
Ali?
Law.
Ali. He's here
Margaret!
tonight.
Margaret, get the lawyer.
N.G. Blumstone.
He should change his name to that.
Blumstone.
The Blarney Stone. Oh, lovely.
Kraken rum is good, says Jaeger.
It is.
It's not wrong.
Yeah. He did have a couple of rums, I believe, last
did,
night. If I remember correctly.
yeah.
I mean, I was fairly tired and pissed at the same time, but yeah. I'm sure there
What
was
are your? Let's talk about naps. Let's talk about bad shit that's going down. Have we got any bad stuff? Have we covered Jeremy? We covered your haps, but
We've generally covered some of the haps. Yeah.
Anything
It's
left
it's all of what's been discussed really. My last hap is also a bit nap
oh, okay.
because it's been Positivity Month.
It has, and we've all enjoyed positive.
It's been good.
Positivity
I've
Month.
enjoyed it, and I will definitely the fuck
Jez and-
definitely be more positive in general going forward. It's generally a life change that I've made. But the nap thing is that the actual event of Positivity Month comes to an end. Well, after this stream,
After
really,
this stream.
because it's an on-stream public thing.
Yeah, well, when the stream
And I'm not
closes,
streaming tomorrow.
you will immediately just tell literally everyone to go fuck themselves.
I will.
He's got so much built up in here. It's going to be
Like,
fuck.
You can fuck yourself. You can fuck yourself. You can fuck yourself. Aaron Rodgers can fuck himself.
You
So
gotta
can the Green
fuck
Bay
yourself.
You
You
gotta
gotta
fuck
fuck
yourself.
yourself.
Oi, lamp, fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself. Hey, you come here. Go fuck yourself. Fair play, yeah. But it has been a fun positivity month.
It has.
Do you have a
And
total currently of how much you may have made from the positivity? Something you know?
I don't know off the top of my head. No.
Do you want to make up a figure that's
we looked
outlandish?
yesterday, didn't
An outlandish figure. We've raised over $6 million for.
Nice.
That's incredible. Do you know, that makes a lot of sense to me because you're normally quite negative, so that amount is totally reasonable. I
There
would
you go.
believe that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
And
Let's make it
do have-
positivity year, says
Oh, well, that's a good
well,
idea.
You know, yeah. No,
I mean-
we probably won't do that, but I will generally be. I will generally.
Well,
be
that
more
was kind of
positive.
negative, wasn't it? That was. I mean, come on.
Right at the,
Let's be
at
fair.
the
There's a
buzzer!
quid.
Okay.
There's a quid.
There's a pound. Fine.
One
Right,
in.
Cool.
One in.
Mate, you're desperate to get some quid back going the other way.
I
after
got
you're
shafted
just
yesterday. I got shafted yesterday. I mean, to be fair, putting me in from the beach volleyball and saying whenever you say something inappropriate, it's going to cost you a quid is never going to be a winner, is it?
That's how we got to 6 million.
Mine
We
were the
were
true
at
winners.
£10 before you
I mean,
joined
there were
in.
some classics. To be fair, the Brazilian one was my favourite. Yeah, you have to go back and watch it. What I'm not.
You said boing, boing,
Oh,
boing.
boingy, boingy.
Boingy, boingy. I was watching it that
Just out
point.
of nowhere,
You just went,
we
you
were
just-
silent.
No,
and
but
just
I
went, boingy boingy.
You just went
But to
boingy,
be fair,
boingy.
what was on telly?
I just went. That's a quid.
Mate, it's incredible. You can lead a horse to beach volleyball. What's the phrase? Who knows?
Who cares?
So I was going to say, what is?
Yeah, well, I will finish the sentence I've been
Please
trying to
do.
get out.
Sorry.
And that's,
sorry.
Thank you to everyone. There's lots of people in the chat who have already donated. The donations will remain open as well because part of Positivity Month was me running a 5k, which I haven't been able to do because of my dodgy ankle. But
That's
that
true.
will still come once I'm healed, and so the thing will remain open until that point.
Makes sense. So surely you should be doing Positivity Month until that point. You could say, couldn't you?
I think. I mean, the month is the month. We've done the month.
A month is a month is a month.
Congratulations for the month, and you
Yes.
can wrap up your other bit later. I would say.
I would say so. Yes.
Yeah.
And if you would like to donate, you still can. Exclamation JG. I'll get it right. Exclamation JG in the chat. We'll bring up the
Jugger.
You can give some.
bring up the link, and there it is.
There you
Oh,
go.
look at
You can
that.
you can add to the mind total if you like.
This is
And,
wonderful.
no, I will be doing future charity things.
For those who are wondering,
mug me off in other
£7.90.
ways.
Bastards.
That's how much I got out of you yesterday for being.
I don't
£7.90.
Seven. It was 70.
7 because that's all the change
got-
I had on
Oh,
me.
He got to £7.
I
and
bought a
then,
stack of pound coins thinking that that'd be enough.
He threw in the other 70 pence he had lying
Who
around.
has cash anymore?
Well, you see, before I left, I thought I'd better take some quids because I knew what was coming. And I thought it'd be funny because we put them in Val Kilmer, which was the jar we were using. And see, ding.
That's a quid, surely.
Are we sticking it in Val
Putting
Kilmer?
a quid in Val Kilmer.
Well, she, you know,
You know,
I'm not going there.
It's
I'm
like
not going there. We're not playing this game. I'm free time. I can say what I want. Within reason.
Am I to understand that Val Kilmer only works if you put in money, much like those kind of mimes that are painted gold or silver in Covent Garden, who just stand there for ages like a cowboy or a thing, and you put money in.
Right next to the golden showers section.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The golden showers. You put £1 in that, you get what's coming to you. But is there anything bad? What's that for you? We're going to wrap this segment up.
I've got two. I've got the one on there, and then there's the other one that is really annoyed me today. I mean, firstly, obviously we're off to the beer festival tomorrow, which is
we are off to the beer festival tomorrow. Yeah,
that'll be awesome.
Have we mentioned your haps? Because I feel like maybe we haven't.
My hat was
being
here.
Yes, but we are doing the beer festival tomorrow. Yes,
that's going to be awesome. But I had put my posh shoes out because I know that Captain Brilliant has the shiniest shoes. They're shinier than my head. And you can see your face in them, which is awesome. I thought, I'll take my posh shoes because they're like suede. They're really nice shoes, like, sort of boot things, you know. They're nice, and they go well with the jeans. And I was like, cool. I cannot forget them. I put them next to the door, right? So I thought
you tripped over them on your way out and closed the door behind you.
I probably did. And then I was unpacking my stuff when I got back there this afternoon. I thought,
it's my fucking shoes.
Exactly. Now I've got to be a trainer chav tomorrow, but that's
and it's not even like, because Captain Brilliant has opted to get you on the 8:20 train, you don't even have an opportunity to pop into town and buy.
I was going to do that day, but we ended up drinking wine.
That was such a better idea.
You know, so be it. And then my other one is that I left my man bag at home as well.
Yes.
And so I have no man bag for swag.
You got no way of carrying things around tomorrow.
So I've got to put my battery pack in my shorts and all the rest of it because we're going to go live for a bit tomorrow. But if I had a man bag or a receptacle to put things in, that'd make life easier.
Do you need? You don't have a bag?
No.
Haven't you got something you can have?
Yeah, I've got.
Do you?
Yes. Yeah. No. Yes, I do. Not even. I've got a bag I don't even need. I mean, if you're in a.
I am in a bit of a bind.
If you're in a bit of a bind, I have it. Actually, hold on a minute. Yes. No. Hold on. I don't even.
Do you not?
No, mate.
Would you mind?
It's total crap, but you can have it. Yeah.
And if it's shit,
sorry,
but if it's decent, you know, to carry it.
Selling it well here.
I've just got to stand on my foot because it's been underneath me. Can I lean on you?
Yes, of course you can, my friend.
The bag is bullshit, but if you really
is
need
it
a
shit
bag,
bag?
I'm just going to look for it.
Well, I mean, I could use a bag for the pint glass and all the swag that we're going to pick up.
Well,
at the
yeah,
beer festival.
you've heard stories from the good captain about all the things
loads
that you
of
can
stuff.
procure. Yeah,
and mate, no, and I wanted a decent bag.
Oh yeah, sorry, hold on, let me just.
He's fucked the focus.
No, what's this?
Maybe we'll get the.
It'll be alright when you sit down.
What's this?
I'm sure.
Let's work it out. Let's hope the focus comes back. Will it come back? Yes, there we go.
What's this? I thought you were going to show me a decent bag.
Mate, this is the only one I've got. This is the Division 2 bag
really?
that I got from Any Button Gaming.
Ah.
Well, you know when I won the Mastiff Mega raffle? I won absolutely every.
I missed that.
Yeah, did you not?
Didn't someone else want that?
Nobody wanted this.
No,
I don't want it either.
No. Listen, but it'll put some stuff in it. I don't want it. I've been trying to get rid of this on stream, like literally every time I stream, and no one wants it.
Oh shit!
So I was just going to throw it away. No,
if I have to, you know.
Well, don't look a gift bag in the mouth. Do you want me to? We put it. I tell you what. Listen, if you don't want it, I'll put it over there. Have a think about it. Okay.
I'll think on it. It's all right. Is your leg?
It's just where I sat on my own leg like a twat. All right, fair enough.
He's got no leg. Well,
I mean, maybe I'll borrow it. We'll have a chat about it later. We'll chat about it.
I think you're in desperate straits, man.
Well, the trouble is,
really got a choice.
Where else am I going to put the swag?
Exactly.
So
they'll totally notice you stealing all the pint glasses if you just walk out with them in your pocket.
Think about it. It's there for the taking. Like I
does
say,
it have lots of pockets and stuff I can put things in?
It's actually, for what it's worth, it has a lot of space in it.
Oh, right.
It's not really for me.
No.
And I don't really know about Division 2. And
I've never played it.
No, I've never played. Nobody in my stream really knows about it. But I have to say, Any Button Gaming is amazing. It puts on a great charity 24-hour stream, and I wouldn't do that down. That's not my point.
Yeah.
And I loved winning. The act of winning, but literally no one.
It's like the act of good. Most things is good,
isn't it?
It's
not
always
always good, but it's not really something that anyone particularly likes.
But I could use.
I thought Division 2 was a soccer thing, to be honest.
It is a soccer thing. Yeah, basically, I thought it was that as well.
League 2 or something.
Yeah, I went. It's like Ensley League Division 2, but and it came with a book.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the book in the back for me to read on the train?
Yes, you can read it on the train.
Cool. Yeah.
And it's also got some basil seeds which you can plant on the train.
Basil seeds.
Basil seeds.
Oh yes. Yeah.
For regenerating the earth.
Will be basiled.
As a Leeds fan, I know plenty about Division 2, mate. Would you want the backpack? Basil!
Well, you know what?
Well,
I am in a bind.
Okay, we'll see how you think about it. See what you think about it.
I'll have a chat with Captain Brilliant and see if he thinks it's suitable.
Okay, fair enough.
Whether you'll get in or not.
That backpack back is mine. Future Wolfington. Oh, someone did want it. That's interesting.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, he's foaming at the mouth. I don't know what he's on about there.
Have you taken some sort of effervescent tablets? Maybe some Barocca or something? You've got to calm down on that shit.
Yeah. He's off the nicotine. He's probably bouncing off the walls at this point.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It'll do. We'll have a chat.
Well, problem solved on Don't Get Me Started.
Every time.
That's what you're here for, boys. It's what you're here for.
I think that might
Putting things
bring
right.
This Is Happening to a conclusion. Are we ready to move on to another segment?
Yes, I think we should move on to the segment that everyone loves. It's got the sexiest intro, and everyone adores it. Let's
turns
hit
me
the
on,
segment.
this
Do you want to introduce this segment
Oh,
as well?
I can do, yeah. This is the segment that is so sexy it turns me on, and it's called Going Viral.
I might just add that Reese snigger into the
You
segment.
see, that's probably the sound I'm going to hear from Captain Brilliant's bedroom later on tonight, doesn't it? It sounds similar to that.
Right, gentlemen, here is the point in which I
Drink
try
this
and
before it melts.
try and use my
a
my
white
mouse
Russian.
on my leg, because normally, obviously, I'm like
You
there,
put it in my crotch.
like right there, yeah. But it's a different type of peripheral.
I can move slightly if you need to.
No, I will manage. Here we go. So, first of all,
Yes.
Reese,
Yes.
you put up a cryptic Facebook post this morning.
Oh, I did, yes.
That was cats 1,
Yes.
humans nil. And I did promise that we would tell this story because after
We were
you
done.
were accosted by my daughter this morning, who made you make animal noises and covered you in plastic vegetables, that kind of thing, we were made a wonderful breakfast by Karis.
Thank you, Karis.
I popped to the shop to get all of the things for breakfast
Yeah.
because obviously I'm not a forward planning kind of guy. So I went and bought bread for toast, eggs, bacon, sausages, everything you
beans.
need.
Classic.
I had the beans.
Oh, you had beans, right?
I'm slightly
Bloody love beans as
like
well, we all know.
10% forward planning.
Tamsanaki too.
So I went to the shop, had the dinner, breakfast. We're eating the breakfast. Really happy with it.
We were watching beach volleyball again.
We were
weren't
watching beach volleyball again. Everything was going
Boingy,
great
boingy.
and hitting the spot. And then all of a sudden, Karis pipes up. So, do you like the sausages?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're good, yeah. Richmond sausages. Quite happy with Richmond sausages. Like, so what if I told you that they were meat-free sausages? I'd say, yeah, well, they were nice. So
They were decent.
good old meat-free sausages. And what had happened was,
This is awesome. This is
I-
awesome.
I
Oh, you
will-
brought it?
I brought it with me. Yeah, I will have to go full screen for this. Actually, I don't
That's
know why
awesome.
I came out of full screen. I blew my load on the pressing the button too quickly. I bought them reduced.
Get me
Okay.
to hold it closer.
Yeah, go for it.
I wouldn't
I
pop
bought
too
them
much, 'cause you
reduced
Remember what happened last time?
so that they because they go off today. Now you might note why I did not realise that these sausages were meat free, and I do
They
feel
stuck it over the...
a little bit fucking robbed
They fucked
here,
us,
if I'm
they fucked
honest.
us.
Yeah. So, nap to.
Well, it would have been good if that worked.
Hello.
How do we make it go back again?
Do I need to stand a bit closer and go? Whoop? Pull it. Oh, that would be
This
cool.
is what I'm talking about. When we put things close to the camera, we'll never
It
get it back
fucks
again.
everything up. Hang on.
Go and sort it out, Jeremy. Go and sort it out.
No, we're not back. Oh yes, well, we're half back.
Well, this could be how the stream is forever now.
We're just blurry. We're just
No.
Can't see. Oh. Hello.
We're never gonna get...
Let me turn it off and turn it back on
Deactivate
again.
it and it'll do it.
Bear with.
Technical issues. Please help yourself.
Right, so we know not to do that ever again.
Never put stuff near the thing.
We've learned a lesson. Although you already knew probably, but I. Blurred. This is how my dad sees the world, says Duncan. Oh, fair play.
There
Yes,
you go.
thank God for that.
We're back. I'll eat a crisp.
Turn it off and turn it back on again, which is a lovely
Never go
idea.
near the camera again.
Never touch things again.
Does it say 8 Marmite?
So, yeah. The reduced sticker covers the fact that it says meat free. So I just looked at the picture. I'm like, yeah, those are some quality looking sausages next to those potatoes. And the expiry date is today, so we can eat those.
I've had Richmond sausages before and they have not been meat free.
No, indeed. So this
Commonly
is
they
a
are.
Texture was the same as
this is
normal
a new
Richmond
thing.
sausage, wasn't it?
And so while I'm ready to throw some pounds in the jar because I've been massively
go.
conned, I'm actually fine with it because they were good. They were tasty.
Did everyone in your household like them?
I did not notice the difference.
Right.
You did not notice the difference.
I didn't, be fair.
Karis knew because she read the packet like a normal person. But the reason that it's cats 1, humans 0 is we tested it on my cats.
And this is
We're
awesome.
Do cats?
Awesome.
Will cats know the difference?
Did you show the cat the packet? And
Maybe we
see
should
what-
ask people if they think
See
they
whether
will.
they read it
I did,
correctly.
yes.
Maybe we should ask people if they think cats will know the difference. Because
Well, they can probably work it out from the numbers.
1-0.
No! Carry on. All's well.
Carry on my wayward son.
It's been stuck in my head all day.
That's a great tune.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
we put a little bit of it next to the cat and let them have a go.
You
with
do
it.
an impression of the cat's response to it. Is that what you're about to do?
No, because it really wasn't a
weren't
response.
impressed.
It literally like cat 1, known as the Rainbow Cat by Hannah, walked up to it, just went, and just walked off. And then Erlacher, who won't eat in front of us, so I launched it into the hall for him. He went up to it, he gave it a good sniff.
Didn't he bat it for
He
a bit?
batted it down
Yeah.
the hall a bit, and then no, he said he fucked that off.
Cats are superhuman.
I just left it there because that's how I roll.
Is it still there?
When we came back
Yep.
from going out for food and things earlier, in the hallway, it had been chewed, but no part of it was gone. It was just a chewed bit of, I'm going to have a go at this.
No, thank you.
No, that is not good. I will
Wow.
leave that there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cats.
So, cats know the difference between meat and meat-free, and humans don't.
No.
Cats 1,
We were done.
people 0.
In fairness, the cats weren't distracted by beach volleyball.
There is that.
Well,
yeah.
Wang was playing.
And also they
China
didn't
again.
have
I bet it was.
bacon next to it and other meat products masking the thing. But I will say they taste like sausages. Sometimes you have these meat-free sausages and they just look like leather and they taste like leather. But no, I thoroughly endorse Richmond 8E or reduced E. They're great.
Chips and gravy again. Fucking Richmond sausages. Yes and yes. There you go.
Not the regular Richmond. I mean, I only bought them because they were reduced. I'm not a big fan of Richmond sausages. Too much skin most of the time.
Yeah, I agree with you. I find them quite mushy, which is why those are quite mushy. So I thought, well, just Richmond sausages. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
all right. They're nice. You know, it's cool.
But
And, it got us.
that brings me to today's viral, and we've talked about this quite a lot on.
Don't
on
get
this
outsmarted. That's
We,
good.
We've discussed how cats
Yes.
have an innate phobia
Yes.
on this stream,
Oh, yes.
and that all cats are scared of cucumbers.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And so I found a viral video, in which somebody has tested this theory
Well, let's take a
with a
look at
score
it.
counter. So at the moment, it's cats 1, humans 0.
Yes.
Here is cats versus cucumbers.
Be interesting. Yeah, you need to do this to your cats.
There's a cucumber. Oh, shit, son. That cat.
Score 1 for the cucumber.
This is incredible. For real?
Yeah. Score 2 for the cucumber. This
I
one,
think this one's okay with the cucumber.
not quite so concerned.
Yeah.
It's just a cucumber.
Point for the cat. 3-1 cucumber.
This is a great one. This cat's having a
This
fun
cat's
time.
chewing away.
Tuna, looks around. What's
Oh.
that?
It's a
No, it
fucking
doesn't give a
cucumber.
fuck.
Yeah.
No fucks given there.
3-2.
3-3.
3-3. Not interested. This cat is in the
the
baby's
pram.
high chair for some reason.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's awesome.
There's like 3 cats here.
We could rack up the score here for some direction or the other.
The cat nearest camera doesn't give a shit.
No, I
What
don't-
about this
he's not
cat
bothered.
over there?
I don't think he even noticed.
Shit, son, he's
I'm
off.
kind of feeling that the orange cat kind of just like went anyway. But
Yeah.
very wary, but not actually scared.
No. I think sniffing
That's not
it
the
is
reaction I was
not
It's a
bit
sign
like-
that
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Well, that was.
They're gonna have a go with it, I think.
If
No,
I turned around
not
and
so
saw
much.
a cucumber that hadn't been there a moment ago, I would be
Very
freaked out
curious.
too, says Tamsin.
It's a fair point, isn't it? If a cucumber suddenly landed there between the two of you, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. That was some height.
That one's unhappy. The second one isn't.
We are leaning towards a direction here.
Yeah. You okay, Cat? How do you think about this? No, it's fine.
Don't give a fuck.
Zero shit.
Yeah, just had me lunch. I couldn't care
What
less.
about you? That cat looks like it's just had a shit and it's a cucumber. They all leap off their feet.
Yeah.
They go, don't they? Well, surely this.
Oh, this one's gonna.
How is he even going to notice
having a regular day.
Oh,
No,
don't
doesn't
give
give
a
a shit.
toss.
I think we know when it's about to go badly wrong.
Yeah.
Meh. It should do like a meow noise, isn't it? Maybe. Think about these things.
Oh, there's the cucumber. It's camouflage.
Some of these look more like bullshit.
Yeah.
Ginger cats are bold. Well, we'll put that one to the test, dear Tamsanaki.
What are you thinking?
That's
it's
a
a
dog.
dog.
Hello,
Dog's gonna
dog.
nick it.
Right, well, that's that experiment ruined. Thanks for that, dog.
Oh, what a cute little cat. Classic dog.
It just doesn't get old, does it?
That was one hand. One paw, whatever you want to call it.
Hey,
How do you feel about this cucumber, sir?
What do you think about this down here? No, look down there. Look down there.
Look at the floor.
Look down there. Oh, shit! Good gracious, that's That's incredible. Man, electrocution compilation. Well, hey, listen.
That was funny.
So there you go. We finally answered the question. But I am going to test this with my own cats and see what they think.
Oh, mate, film it.
No, of course. So stay tuned. We'll find out more at a later date.
Last one, doggo.
So that's one link. And that was I just out segued myself. Fucking hell. That was one link.
Yes.
I have another link
Link.
that is going to take us into the second viral because we've talked about cats and we've talked about sausages. So I'm link sausage. Get it?
Oh yes, very good. Sausages have links.
Links of sausages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad I could back that one home. And so
We got there in the end, didn't we?
And so, the next viral is a fairly close to home viral. It's within our shores-ish. Butcher leaves customers bemused as they spot him selling, I'm not going to finish the headline, a certain special type of sausage.
Right.
Customers at a butcher shop
Grow up,
in
Alex.
New Bliss have been left divided over whether a new sausage recipe is innovative or just downright repulsive. Guesses in the chat, please. What do you think it might be?
What has he put in the sausage?
Previous form on this show may be
Piss
accepted.
eggs. Beans and Oreos. They're not that bad.
Oh, no.
Beans and Oreos are fine. I could put beans and Oreos in a...
Llama's Butchers, a third-generation butcher run by father and son Eugene and Stephen Lamar in County Monaghan, recently shared an unusual creation on their Facebook page.
Okay.
They unveiled, drumroll please,
I'm holding a drink, but you carry on.
When you're ready.
a Kinder Bueno sausage.
Oh, that
God,
sounds
no.
incredible! I love it!
Oh, God, no.
Yes, please!
No.
Yes!
I love that there's such division
What?
on this,
I love
even
it.
on
Why
this
on earth
sofa.
would you even want to mix chocolate and a sausage?
Why would you not? I mean, just
I mean, I've
think
seen-
about what you're saying.
I mean, I've seen some of the stuff that you eat. And,
I
you know,
mean, a Kinder Bueno is amazing, and a sausage is amazing. How can the two of them not have wonderful children?
because that's just like, no.
Listen, you're of
I mean, I'd try it.
You're of the old brigade. You're of an old world,
I
Reece.
am.
You're not ready to embrace the new Gen Z sausage chocolate
No.
things that.
I mean, I'm Gen X, you know.
Now, I will say, Duncan the Singer, that any kind of Kinder Bueno hate in general is going to earn you a timeout because I'm not having that. That's not
I
acceptable.
I mean,
remember.
Duncan likes it. Duncan
Yeah.
likes a Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno, well, apparently. Oh, hang on.
When did Kinder Bueno
Oh, ever not.
improve?
I apologise.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
take
yeah.
it all
Say,
back.
he likes that sort of stuff.
I misread what you're saying. I apologise.
So, I mean, imagine.
You may remain unbanned for this period.
I'd
of time.
100% watch you eat it, but I'm going nowhere near it. Well, this is going to happen, isn't it?
next week, we'll have a
Well, next
barbecue.
week, how man, you know, see.
Now,
It's
this photo has been
Kinder
shared
Bueno.
1,700 times, and obviously there have been comments.
I
There
knew
are-
it says, no fucking kidding. We all haven't been eating Kinder Bueno sausages for fucking years. I knew. Fucking hell. Glad we helped that out. Anyway, sorry, Karen.
One person said, "This is what I want for breakfast."
It's really informative.
Rousing endorsement.
Good work.
Another person wrote, and I'm sure that you can comment on this. Great way to get the kids into eating sausages.
Well, there's a whole new
What
kettle.
fucking kid doesn't like
I know. A
sausages?
sausage.
Yeah,
Good
all
old
kids like
chipolata.
sausages.
Or, yeah.
Unless they've been
There's
raised vegan or something.
There's a prize every time. Do you think they've told the kids there's like a little toy they can make at the centre of a sausage? If you eat your sausage, you get a toy in an egg.
Some kid choking because he's forgot to take the toy out. Oh, I hate my sausage.
It's kinda bueno. My dad says kinda, and he should know. If you want your kid to have a sausage, give them a sausage. I bloody love a sausage.
Me too.
I don't know a kid that wouldn't just go.
Nah.
Who would turn their nose up of a fucking sausage?
I'm going to ask Gary.
You're
when
the
I get
arsehole.
back.
Would
Would he eat it? Yeah.
I'm sure
I mean,
he would. He'll be in your camp.
If you've got a sausage maker, it's not going to be difficult to make. You know?
That's true.
Uh,
They don't look very like.
Do you have a sausage? My now deceased great uncle had a sausage maker, and but I don't have it anymore.
I-
If
I-
I did, I could have wheeled that shit out.
I have an identical story to that, and no, I don't have that sausage
Oh,
maker
there are all
from,
these guys
from my deceased great uncle either.
Yeah, you
My
put
brother-
them-
Apparently, great uncles just have sausage makers.
Maybe I
that's
could
the
just
thing.
go to. Could I go? I know you're probably partway through this, but it's still wonderful. Could I go to a butcher's with a Kinder Bueno in hand and say, "Stick my Bueno in your sausage"?
Now listen, there is no need to even go to the butcher's or to get the Kinder Bueno.
Hey! Thank you very much for following Malgior. Welcome in.
We had him at Kinder Bueno sausage.
We had you at Kinder Bueno. You're here on Don't Get Me Started. It's a wonderful, stupid stream. I'm Alex. This is Jez, and this is Reese.
Hello.
You'll catch it in a minute. Don't worry, we'll get you signed up.
I wonder how much a sausage maker is.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
Here. If
Yeah,
you
sorry,
want
if you
these,
were
if you want these sausages, you
How can we
you
get it?
can
It's
do
not, well, we don't even live near this place. How would it work, Jeremy?
So the Kinder Bueno sausages
Yes.
are €6 for £2 worth of sausages.
How many sausages is that roughly?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not maths.
5?
But I do know that that's about £5.13.
Right.
Okay?
Sausage.
So that's probably what you can see there.
Yeah,
It's a fair whack of sausage, to be fair. And you can order them from their Facebook page. You can send them a message, and
Please
they'll
do,
send them by DPD.
I'll do it. Of course I'll do it. We'll do it for next week. Let's do it.
Please do.
Okay. Bring it on.
But the thing is, I'd have to cook a sausage at the beginning, in the middle of the night. At this time?
Well, you could cook it in advance. I don't think it's going to lose anything by being
No,
cold.
I'll cook it
It's
in
chocolate.
Yeah, we're doing this.
You
It's-
get it for 10
and do you know what? I'll
seconds.
put it into the middle of a Weetabix with some beans.
You
on
could
it.
Ah!
you could say that this is happening.
It is happening.
Yeah.
Can I try Kinder sausage?
Kinder
You
sausage?
can buy your own, mate.
See, Harmstone's got it. 20
Don't
quid on
forget,
Amazon.
it's also cocktailed next week. It's a cocktail sausage, obviously.
And to be fair, I already have some food-related plans for Don't Get Me Cocktailed next week. So watch this space.
You're blurry. How
Are we?
laggy is he? I don't think we're blurry, are we?
No,
Yeah.
we're not blurry now. I don't
We're not
think.
blurry now.
No.
Who's blurry now?
I think it's Captain Brilliant shitty 4G signal.
I think it's
Yeah,
just his
probably.
shitty eyes.
Yeah.
You bring your glasses, dear.
Basically, it's his
He's bored
fault,
of sitting
is
in the
what
other
we're
room.
saying.
He wants to
Yeah,
come in.
yeah.
Mm.
So that was sausages.
I loved it.
And
Are we blurry? No.
No, we're
I
not.
don't know.
blurry.
Find out. Go to the.
let's go back to full screen for a moment.
Oh, look at those.
No, we
we're
look
good
fine.
then.
No, we
We're
look
perfect.
fine.
Crystal
High
clear.
definition gentlemen.
Yeah, we're all good.
If
Now,
anything, we should be blurry.
now the last going viral isn't actually something that's gone viral.
No.
but it might do once we play it and reactions are had. As we had you here, Reese, and we're
God,
we're about to send you off and introduce our second guest. I thought I would cast your mind back to what I consider to be the best moment of your streaming history.
It was the best of times. It was
The worst of
the
times.
worst
Yeah,
of times.
and there were many people who were in the chat involved in this incident.
Oh, I know where he's going.
I
with this.
wasn't involved.
There was a main
I would never do
a
this.
main instigator, Duncan the singer.
I know.
And
I know who it was. Don't you worry.
And Reese, I'll just play it, and
Yeah, you do,
and
yeah.
you can comment as we go.
I'd seen my name on there, otherwise I'd have known this was coming. You. Oh, God, yeah.
It's a good job I've got a sense of humour at times.
No, you're being annihilated, mate.
You'll know. I mean,
Hold on, who's hacking you?
My own team.
Your own team.
Because they're
You
all
haven't
in
got your own
Discord.
goal there.
Because they're all in Discord, plotting against me, the people. Bastards, I can swear, honestly. And they just fucked me. They fucked me. All of them did. Even people on my own team.
unlike
sat
the
there getting
original
Rocket League
stream
was
where
all
you
I
couldn't
wanted,
swear
unlucky.
because
You're on my team, you can't explode.
Yeah,
Idiot.
exactly.
this
Don't
was
explode me.
supposed to be a gaming with the Lado.
It was,
But
yeah.
not only did your own son abandon you to go
He
play
did get
Fortnite
on
with
that.
his mates, you kept it up. You're like, well, it's a family-friendly stream now. Let's keep
Yeah, well,
it
I said that's what
family-friendly.
it was, so I
There's no
tried my
beer.
best.
I missed the ice
And
hockey.
and we being everybody else playing with him, decided to get in our own little private Discord server.
That's it,
and
I'm coming in
swear.
that Discord. I don't know
And
why
it was decided
In Death All of them.
that regardless of what team we were on, we would just fuck Reese up and
And they
try
did.
and make him swear on his family-friendly stream.
I'm done.
But I didn't. I did well.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Even Harmstone scored.
Well,
It's getting bad
Wow.
now.
it was a bad standard of
Wow.
game.
We're going for it now.
I'm going to get
That's-
it again here.
We
aren't I?
get to see it.
Fully broke you.
Fair play.
I think the game was the
It's Rocket League.
and me.
We're bringing it back.
I played it the other day with Eric, and I was like, "Yeah, I miss this."
Boom.
Straight away, off the cuff. Oh, I
Looking
missed
good
that
there,
one.
Reese.
We're currently in Rocket League with a bunch of idiots.
And if you need to know, come up on the Primetime Streaming Network in April.
Gonna ban them all in a minute.
I was that pissed I put the schedule up like that.
We're currently playing Rocket League with a bunch of idiots.
Back in time.
That was funny, to be fair. That's the one time that... I mean, I didn't lose it to level that you did with the blow-up stuff, but I was very on my way. And
You were
I can feel it now. I can feel it coming. Pissed off.
you were fully broken.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
I was over the desk getting ready.
Reese 0, Discord 1.
Yeah, that's about how
What's
it was.
fucking Discord? How do you feel about that now, looking back? Do you? Can I just ask a follow-up question? It's like, do you feel any kind of like malice that you want to get back at these perpetrators?
Oh God, no. But trust me, the time will come. That's all I'm going to say to you, lot, right?
No. The time will come.
The time will come.
Who
I'm
will rid
fine,
me of
I'm
these
fine.
turbulent streamers?
I'm totally fine. I'm over it. They'll die in their sleep.
I mean, I can only hope. You know, it's. I remember recently, I did come into the Discord afterwards, didn't I, to give you all a piece of my mind. And
It was. You're like, I stopped streaming, and you came in. Oh, you fucking bastards! You bunch of cunts.
I might have been in a slightly bad mood by then, possibly.
Probably.
Well, yeah, it's quite
Sober
well,
as-
I think.
Sober as well.
I
It was a
would
Sunday, yeah.
never have done that to you, Reese. You know, I wasn't there, and I've actually spoken out about this. You know, I'm the
a
last
hate
angry
crime.
man. It was terrible,
Hate crime.
awful.
But
I
you know,
would never.
it's these moments that we enjoy as a
I mean, I enjoyed that obviously.
Yes.
Now that I see the humour in it, obviously. But at the time, you know,
I think humour is not strong enough a word, really. Hilarity.
what you need to do, because he gets boomed so much, you need to do it. You need to cut it over to the Venga boys.
Boom,
boom, boom, boom, and he's I want you in my, and it just goes boom, and every time there's a boom in the boom, 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 it's just Reese getting boomed.
Yeah.
Boom,
That would
boom,
be quite a
boom,
funny
boom.
video, though, wouldn't it?
And then you drive a bit. I want you in my room, and then
Boom.
it cuts into Venga bus because your thing looks like a bus.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the Venga bus is boom, 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 and it's just like
Sounds like a good bit of TikTok video. That
it would be amazing. I'm
make
surprised
that
no
happen.
one's done it. Right, we're doing it.
There you go.
Eddie Stone, I totally agree with you, my friend. I'm assuming he's Welsh, but we'll go with it.
Eddie is the,
You might assume that,
but it's one
and
of our.
that's the end of the sentence.
Yes, indeed. Well,
Well,
The last
Reese
one.
is going to depart now to return later.
Bye-bye.
yes, we'll have him back in a
We
bit.
thank
Anything
him
you
for
want to
his,
say
contributes.
before you
Well,
depart? Tagging
I'm still debating the bag situation, but we'll come back to that later.
the
sure.
bags here.
You'll be back for Am I the Arsehole later.
I want
so
you back for good.
You can
Yeah.
you can mull it over.
I'm gonna have a chat with Captain Brilliant whilst I interchange.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Tag
so you
him
can-
in,
you
bring
can
him
tag
in.
him in and send him this way.
Yeah.
And,
Do you want to take your Pessoa off as well? Because we don't need
it's
it.
empty, so
Yeah.
I can leave it as a trophy.
wow,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
already gone.
It's finished.
Unbelievable.
Reese,
Captain, my captain.
we hardly.
Little Cute Girl's arrived. You've missed Reese. You always turn up just in time for Reese to
I'll stay where I'm sitting because
he can just come and sit there. But we will swiftly move on and introduce our second
our
guest.
second guest. It's amazing.
This is
2
great, isn't it?
guests. It's unbelievable. Let's welcome to the stream. I mean, he needs no introduction. We wish we didn't have to introduce him in many regards.
Yeah. Oh,
He's-
did you invite him?
I didn't. Did you invite him?
No.
Oh shit! Did you just come in?
I think it just.
What
I don't really understand how he got here. To be
No,
honest.
I don't understand how he got here, but he got here anyway. Please welcome in, Mr. Captain Brilliant. On the sofa.
Don't get upstairs, see.
Yeah, no, I won't. No, no, no.
Hey, oh.
Hey, oh.
Oh, hey,
How's it
he is.
going? Have you been having fun in the green room?
Yeah, I've got some bad news about the getting your front door and bathroom door mixed up.
Oh,
So
yeah. It happens a lot here.
I've shat in your corridor.
In case that wasn't clear.
But in other news, when I leave later on, I'll be exiting via the sink. So there you go.
Welcome in. How you doing, Mr. Brilliant?
I'm good. It's good to be here. And Mr. Brilliant's Junior is also here. Not my son, my brother. Because obviously, as we all know...
I think he's the same level of seniority as you. I don't think that's how that works.
I think he isn't. Just like...
Is he watching on the
he's
monitor?
fast asleep in the chair because he's had a 7-hour drive to get here.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he's chilling out.
Fair enough.
Obviously, it's not one of my children because I don't use my real name with my children. They
No,
don't know where I
absolutely.
am.
No. They're dotted around the world, aren't they?
They are. There's one in the Dominican Republic.
What a lovely place.
2 in China and maybe 1 in Pakistan. Who knows?
Yes, absolutely. But you've managed to spread them out. What, hoping
Yes.
they wouldn't meet?
Well, yes.
Hoping their mothers wouldn't meet.
She's like, "Can you tell me your real name?" I'm like, "Goodbye." She's funny.
It's going to
What
be
did
some
you
really
say?
interesting DNA tests like from and you have family in England, right? Yeah.
What's his name?
You-
I have no idea.
El Petto, is that what you...
Yes.
El Petto.
Geppetto was that.
I'm a real boy.
Yes, you are. Now I have to go. Goodbye.
See you in the funny pages.
Captain Brilliant returned to his home
Now-
planet.
He was a scumbag of the county.
Yes, welcome in. We know Captain Brilliant, obviously, member of the Primetime Streamer Network, and fabulous. How you doing?
I'm good.
It's been a while since the people have seen you with your lapse in streaming. Should
Well,
we say?
You popped
It's
onto
just-
my
Of
World
course,
Cup
yes,
at the end,
yes,
but
yes.
El Capitan Brilliante. Bit of a shout out for you there. So yeah, how's it been without a stream?
It's like I always enjoyed the streaming, but like the amount of time and setup, sort of the amount of effort to reward when I could now just go to the pub. Not that you're not lovely people, and not that I don't enjoy what I do, but it's just going to the pub's easier. And it's like tonight.
Easier than seeing these guys. Some of them live in Manchester,
Well, yeah, true, but like
right side of the Pennines.
You guys. I'll go get my brother. He'll come in.
He's asleep. That's why I said
Yeah,
it.
wake up. Oh, you've drugged him. He, yeah, like you guys did all the hard work tonight, so it's nice to just turn up and do it and go again. It's a bit like kids, you know. Not that I've got any, so. But
Yeah,
you just turn up.
Just to
you do your
reiterate,
bit.
there are no children out there.
No, they're not.
No bald-headed running around.
Not
you
yet.
know.
I mean, they're all in their early teens, so they've not gone bald yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Like
we've got
coming to
another
your
3
house,
months to go before they go balls. You know.
coming to your house and seeing your little girl covered in yogurt from head to toe, which yogurt turns my stomach at the best of times. Ugh. And then getting to go home and not have to bother cleaning up. That's great.
Although you did clean the yogurt.
I know,
off
it's
so
'cause
that,
I was
so
gonna
that
be
you could
sick.
give her a hug.
Because
Yeah.
she was smelling.
Hug me!
She was
Not with
covered-
that face. Fucking hell.
She was like up her
Clean that.
fucking arms. I got one wet wipe out and I went, nah, caress.
Put this in the shower.
Put this in the washing machine. That's not how you wash kids.
That's actually the theme tune to Doctor Who. It's very
Just put
weird.
on a quick spin. An hour wash.
Rinse, cycle, clonk.
Done.
And obviously we've starved him in the green room, so,
So-
he's coming in now and eating all the
Into
crisps.
the snacks. Well, the snacks are provided for our guests.
Yes.
You are a guest.
And the snacks are actually provided
Whoa,
by
whoa.
Tamsinaki that we didn't finish yesterday.
Tam's a
so-
snacky.
Tam's-
Look at this.
and that's all we got time for. I know he's just
right,
here, but
thanks
see you
very
later.
much.
Fuck you,
Now
Dad.
we started.
Now, well, we should get into a segment, and we've got a very special surprise segment that's linked to Captain Brilliant coming
Oh,
up later.
good.
Yes.
But before we
Is
do
it-
that,
Are you my daddy? Is it called that?
it is.
That's so
Damn it,
sexy.
you
This
fucking
I
spoiled it
know.
now.
I had no idea.
But
Awkward.
this is a segment that is very close to our hearts, and you haven't had the opportunity to do it before, and I think we can properly
to get
get you
sexy.
started, as it were.
Well, by the way, I have to say, did you want a drink? So I'll go and make you a drink. Did you want
Yeah.
a drink? I'll go and make a drink. You do the segment and
Sure
get him
thing.
to do the thing, and then I
Absolutely.
can go off without some impunity.
Perfect.
Feel free to introduce it.
Okay, so we will get underway in the segment that we like to call "Haters Gonna Hate."
Oh wow.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
So you all know haters gonna hate, and you know haters gonna
Yes.
hate, and I know haters gonna hate, but I can't participate in haters gonna hate for the last time today. So we'll get the captain started. In the chat, any suggestions for things that Captain Brilliant needs to hate on, regardless of his true feelings of them. It could be something that you know he loves, and you want him to hate on it. Pubs, Yorkshire. I like both of these. I was thinking, thinking Yorkshire might be one. I think Yorkshire is one. So prepare, dig deep, get your best hate going, and
beer festivals.
How do you feel about Yorkshire?
Don't get me started on that utter collection of slack satchels that are the people of Yorkshire.
Slack Division 2 bags, is that what you said?
Yes, those utter bag of bollocks that is Yorkshire. It's just such a waste of time. They don't have any good cheese, they don't have any good beer, they don't have any good black pudding, they don't have any good puddings at all. It's ridiculous.
Epitomous puddings.
I hate
especially.
them. I hate them. Ilkley without a hat. Why would you go to fucking Ilkley? Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. The place is a wreck. Riding down hills on baths and doing all that sort of useless shite. Why would you bother? Why don't you just go to Lancashire instead, which is far superior with its Lancashire hot pot, which is quite frankly better than my mum's cottage pie. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's God, it makes me feel sick talking about it. In fact, I would rather have licked your daughter's arms with yogurt and what was it? Apricot yogurt on that, which turns my stomach. Then go to Yorkshire. Just don't bother. Leeds Town Centre. Fuck off. Haworth. Ugh. Bradford is admittedly a toilet, but there we go.
That was beautiful.
Well hated. There you go.
That was
thank you very much.
A very good.
I want to say it was altruistic, but I wanted one too.
He was sat here with an empty glass, and he really wanted to do something about it.
What a choice.
Well,
cheers, dear.
Yeah.
Well hated, by the way. That's a good example of someone really went for it.
And there is another one there that I would like to throw in there, and it has been done before by you, but I'd like to hear the good captain's thoughts on cocktails. Actually.
Cocktails, utter waste of fucking time. Pretentious bullshit. You can go to Wetherspoons and you can get two. Go to Lancashire. So you utter ballet. You can go to Wetherspoons. Go to Lancashire. My dad's going to stab me in the face.
Sent.
Here, Keith, look at this.
Yeah, Keith, what's your son saying on here? I've been watching Don't Get Me Started.
Don't worry, I'm getting on the train to get down there and sort him out. Cocktails. You get 2 jugs for 12 quid at Wetherspoons. Why would you bother mixing it up in your own kitchen when, it's all the same shit. All tastes the same. It's all bollocks. It's not worth the effort. Why bother? Yeah?
I totally agree.
That's all you need to say.
Very expensive.
Expensive, pointless,
time-consuming.
Nothing. Nobody gets any joy out of making or consuming them.
Over too quickly.
You spend a year and a half streaming about that shite, and then where's your life gone?
But you've always got the right ingredients to make a cocktail, surely.
Oh no, that's the other thing as well. Everyone has. You can just put bleach in and it tastes the same. But
I actually put domestos in that.
Yeah, I know, and it tastes exactly the same as if you'd used the ingredients
That's better than what I thought the brown shot was, to be honest.
A bit of a spritz of Windex. Because
yes, you can
get that.
Peppery on the back of the palate.
Fuck off.
Look at the tan. Look at the tan on my arm.
That's just dirt, mate. Look.
I've been rolling around in shite again, haven't I? Yes.
Can't take him anywhere.
Sorry. Yeah, that's all I can think of to say about cocktails.
Well,
silly glasses.
That's
good.
No, you did
swirly stir things. It's all style over content, isn't it?
There's nothing. Nobody gets anything out of it, and those that pretend they do, just dicks.
Yeah, they're pricks like you and I. And when they do a mocktail, it's basically the same thing. Who was it? I think it was. Who was it that doesn't drink on the stream? And it was something like Fahim or something said, if I have a Cuba Libre, a virgin Cuba Libre, is it just Coke?
It's Coke and lime juice, isn't it? I think there's an next episode of The Big Bang Theory where he says, I'll have a virgin Cuba Libre. And they come in later on and he's playing away on the piano and he's like, ding dong, the witch is dead. And she's like, what happened? He's like, some of those virgin Cuba Libres are a bit slutty. Very funny.
Aletha's in. Reese doesn't look like I imagined. You missed Reese.
Yeah, you were in earlier. And I think you left just before Reese arrived. But yes, this is Reese's one.
I've gone through some changes.
We'll see him in a bit. Some changes.
No, this is Captain Brilliant, for those who are just tuning in. We're in the segment called Haters Gonna Hate. The captain has wonderfully hated on 2 different things. Are you feeling the hate today? Do you want to hate on
I
something?
hate fucking everything.
Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah. Especially this month, where
Still
you
positivity, Will. Yeah.
just kind of
Not for me.
getting a bit of osmosis from my former hate. Yeah.
I despise it all.
Everything's worth
So if you want me to hate on something, speak now
Throw it
for
in-
a fuck
throw
off as
it
far as
in
I'm
the
concerned.
If I asked you to hate on hate, would your head explode?
It's like if I try and Google.
The world ends.
That's how my old laptop died. Fucking hell, I'm not doing that again.
Can I throw a suggestion in, actually?
Mm-hmm.
I'd like you to hate on artisan burger shops.
Are we talking me or him?
You.
Me. Do you know what? There's a lot of artisan burger shops
you
around.
can join in if you want.
Pointless, aren't they?
Do you know what? What I hate about things, and it's the artisan aspect to this that I despise. Alex should hate on Harry's. The Harriest. The most Harry. The Harrier. You don't get Harrier than... don't get me artisan. Do you know what? It's not the burgers so much, although what I think about burgers is there's a lot of burger places around and they're mostly shit. Most of the way I feel about board games is that there's everyone... Hey, and this is how I feel about it. Anyone can play guitar. By the way, you can't and you shouldn't. And anyone can burger and you can't and you shouldn't. And everyone just releases these things. They're normally grey, terrible pieces of shit. All style, no content. They bring these things out on not plates. Have you noticed this? Whatever happened to the plate?
Roof tiles.
Do you remember? Yeah. Do you
Roof
remember a
fucking
plate?
roof tiles.
Do you remember? I remember the days, those halcyon days where people use plates.
With knives and forks.
Yeah, knives and forks, fucking luxury. Yeah, a roof tile. Would you like your burger on a roof tile? Did it come off your fucking roof? No. Would I like it on a slate? No. Would I like it on a flower pot? No.
Ask
Do I
him
want it in a glass?
In a
No.
bowl. I couldn't actually get to the bottom of my burger to pick it up because
Do you know what I did the other day? I accidentally bought some Richmond meat-free burgers, and they taste as good as the ones from the burger.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. Someone stuck a reduction level over it. It was ridiculous.
Artisan burgers. Yeah, very much style over content.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Much like Yorkshire.
Yeah. Nice little callback there.
I see what I did.
It's how they present it. I just think people think that if they make it beautiful and make it lovely, they're gonna. That what it is. Just make the burger nice. Just make the
It's
burger
like the
right.
Emperor's New Clothes.
Absolutely. The Emperor's New Burger.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Thankfully, there are some good burger places out there. Unfortunately, most of them.
Not in this country.
No. I just can't. I can't be doing with pretentious presentation.
Yeah.
Do you know what's good in patty and bun is when they just bring it in like a piece of paper and they just like go on,
Yeah.
eat that shit.
Do you know
Fucking.
I had one the other day? Do you know what they served it on?
Where they serve it
A
on.
cat.
Meow.
Fucked off out the
put
door.
cat. Come back with my burger. It's gone.
Was it the gherkin inside? Is that what freaked it the fuck out?
We want
This
plates.
cucumber adjustment, I'm fucking out of here!
Richmond meat-free full flavour.
Hey,
Fuck off.
Richmond, if you're watching, I'm accepting.
You made the fucking
sponsorship
list.
options.
It's Richmond. It's Shed Store. It's Shepway District
No,
Council.
Obviously, you're not having a lot
They
of
didn't
luck.
make the list. It's all
If
good.
it's
Oh no, they didn't make this. Okay, fine.
They
see
did
the
not
box
make the
again.
list. Yeah. You can see the packaging. Yeah, go for
these
it.
the Marmite sausages.
They're the reduced sausages.
That's such a dick move.
It is, right? Thanks,
What?
One Stop.
But that's more one stop, isn't it?
It is One Stop. Yeah, it's not Richmond. It's not Richmond's fault. It's One Stop.
They say that they just put it in the middle because it's pretty central. Can't argue with that. I mean,
It's a dick move, though.
one time I went.
At Bandcamp.
One time at Bandcamp.
That sausage camp.
At Sausage Camp. Oh man, Sausage Camp was something.
Sounds sexy as
Hey, I
fuck.
tell you what, Sausage Camp was not what I expected. One time I went to buy wine, and it was. I think the wine was really cheap, and I have since understood that
Must be nice.
cheap wine means low percentage wine, and this wine was low alcohol wine, and so it said like something like 4.5%.
Right.
But the 4.5% was in like a silver script on it, and as you approach the bottle on the shelf, the silver
Like the
aspect,
sheen of
the
it.
sheen of it is just white because you've got light on it.
Yes.
But when you get it into your own house, it's more visible. But when you pick it up, it goes £4.50 for this thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, fine, thank you very much, First Cape, I'll have some of that. You get it home, and then you bring it into the not light of day, as it were, and it's like, oh, it's like half.
It's
a
just basically water.
fuck you,
Oh.
First Cape.
I went to the artisanal burger place that you went to, and it said on their menu.
You
Yes.
can name it. We're not the BBC.
All right, I went to Big Boy's Fine Burger Company, and I looked at their menu, and it said non-alcoholic drinks, Coke, Mr. Pibb. They do root beer. They did an amazing Dr. Pepper and cream soda.
Yeah, they
mixed
import
in.
all of the American.
Oh, the American shit. That was amazing. Then it said alcoholic drinks. And the first one was Club Tropicana, alcohol-free.
Yeah, we saw that today.
And I got the Club Tropicana because I didn't see the alcohol-free bit because it said alcoholic drinks.
Alcoholic drinks.
No, Reese noticed that. He
Reese
was
was
like,
on
they've
Club
got Club Tropicana. Oh, it's alcohol free.
And
He pegged it straight away.
I pegged it as Club Tropicana, which I love. Got it, drank it. I went, there's something wrong with this. Look at the can, and it's 0.5%.
So you then did you say? Oi,
I said,
did you
this
snap
isn't
it on?
on the thing.
Did you go and find a cat and get him to try it and see if he noticed whether it was alcohol free or not?
No, I thought it was a fucking snake and ran away.
Mr. Backmaker, what the keyhead? I don't know what that means.
What the keyhead? Welcome in anybody that's coming now. Let me just give you some updates. Keyhead be big.
Yeah, man.
Well,
He had
there you
big.
go. There we go.
He's an easy river. We gotta hold on, you believe it. Welcome in, Easy Wyvern, raiding in with a party of 7. Let me just catch you up, especially because there's a wonderful raid going on. This is Don't Get Me Started, the rantiest show on Twitch, and it's incredible. And we're in a section we call Haters Gonna Hate. We rant, we bant, we talk a lot of nonsense, and this week we've got a couple of guests on, which is wonderful. We've never done this before. My name's Alex. This is Jeremy. This is Jez. And this week we've just had Reese, but this is Captain Brilliant on the sofa. It's all done out of my sofa and your sofa as well. Lots of people coming in. Thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you get some value here, and I hope you've been here before. Thank you very much, Easy Wyvern, for giving us the raid.
Beautiful. Welcome in, by the way. Nice to see you.
Whoever was the person before who was like, Keyhead is big, welcome in as well. It's a ranty place.
Maybe by the end of this stream we'll get to the enigma that is Keyhead is big.
Keyhead is big. What I'll say is, hang out here. Hang out on the sofa with us as a big group, fun community. You will get what this is about.
Yeah, and also if you could try and make some sense, that would be beautiful.
I get it. Keyhead is big.
Yeah,
maybe it's like a chub lock. They're pretty big.
It's like a philosophical statement and question.
Keyhead
is big.
Is big.
Yeah.
So we've hated on some stuff.
We have. Yes. But not me though.
No,
I'm feeling a bit left out, to be honest.
No, that's true. The bottom line is, you can't hate, because even as late as we are in the month, this month is still relentlessly positivity month.
It is.
Which means you can't hate, you're going to have to love in a segment that we call Lover's Gonna Love.
Oh, wow.
Hey, buddy.
Donald, this is amazing! You even sound different!
I just feel so happy and relaxed.
Love
This shit I'm
in. Love
This shit I'm
in. Yes, please.
Have you seen that movie?
I'm trying not to laugh.
You can laugh. Everyone is yes pleasing in the chat. The favourite segment, probably a segment even more happy, even more popular than Am I the Arsehole at the moment. People love some love, and they love for you to love.
They do.
Now, as a result, the negative, the inverse of Haters Gonna Hate, we're doing a segment we call Lovers Gonna Love. Because it's Positivity Month for Jez, we invite the stream, and this is your prompt now, to drop things that Jez can love. Typically, maybe things that Jez would not normally love.
Yeah.
I love how every single week it sets someone off. My mum really liked my hoodie, even though it has the word shit on it.
Yeah. Yeah, so haters gonna hate. You choose some things that you know that people like and make them hate on it. So conversely, you choose some things that you might perceive that I really do not fucking like.
Is this the first time you've done this?
No.
This is the last time.
Have you done Shed Store?
No, I think you did do Sheds, didn't you? Because you said Sheds are really great. They put
I
stuff in.
did do Shed Store actually. Yes, I did.
Okay.
Love on Learner Driver.
She's got that one.
Thank you very much.
That one is.
Yeah.
She's been chambering that one.
Thank you very much for that one, Karis. It's much
Like
appreciated.
a withheld fart.
I have to say, she
Because,
said at one point, "I've got some ready to go." So I think this one.
She was asleep for the last one. See,
She's often
she
asleep.
generally falls asleep by this point. But do get me started on learner drivers, because we were all learner drivers at some stage.
Of
Alex.
course we were.
You know, and the thing about learning to drive is it's a process we all have to go through. And I think good on them for going out there and making the effort to learn how to drive. I didn't bother. I just kind of got in a car and hoped for the best.
Absolutely.
That's the way most of us do it. I think.
The passion that you have to go through to learn to drive, learn all of the crap in the books, and go and do the tests. Hashtag reading.
Oh shit! Can we just
I'll just hit pause for a moment. Do you want to welcome in the raid?
welcome in a good friend, Hash Champ, and I'm jacking in a box. Hey, come in. Welcome in. This is Don't Get Me Started. This is the ranty, banty, stupid podcast we do from my front room here in Folkestone every Friday at 9 o'clock. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hash Champ, for bringing it. I'm looking pretty, almost as sexy as you, old chap. Wonderful to bring in your community. Thanks for coming back in again. My name's Alex. This is Jeremy at The Jez Show. You can follow him at The Jez Show. This is Captain Brilliant, who's joining us as a guest at Captain Brilliant. We can do all that stuff. Can we get a lovely shout out, please, from one of my mods for Hash Champ, who is wonderful and the humblest and sexiest streamer that I know.
Wow.
Aside from myself. This is a very wonderful ranty stream. You join us in the segment we call Lover's Gonna Love. You're right in the middle of Lover's Gonna Love, where Jeremy has to love things that he ordinarily hates.
And at the moment, I'm loving on learner drivers.
Learner drivers is what we're talking about. You've all been a learner driver?
I'm just in the middle of gushing about learner drivers. They've gone through all the effort of doing all the books and passing the test, the theory test, that is.
That is
two
true.
parts to it. And then you have to really apply yourself, go on, spend at least, I think it's 40 hours on the road now before you can take your test.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. It's quite a lot of hours.
Really?
And,
800
and in no way do they move on. That's not what I'm trying to say. In no way do they get in the way of other road users while they are learning to drive.
No.
They're so considerate in their learner drivering that if you are perhaps behind them on a hill, they won't drive at 15 miles an hour up the hill because they're too scared to hit the accelerator in any way, shape or form. They will move aside and let you go through.
I'll tell you in a moment. I'm jacking in a box. I'll tell you in a moment.
At the pace of a roaring jaguar.
Also, they're really good in the way that they do it at rush hour when you're coming home from work.
Absolutely, yeah.
I fucking love it when
very,
they do
very
that.
considerate to not do it at rush hour. They do it in the dead of night when there's nobody on the road.
They just don't get in the way. It's brilliant.
They're learning to drive. They've got to learn to do everything.
Learning
obviously,
to drive.
From A to Z, as it were. And the big part of learning to drive is taking your car around a corner. And
yes.
They're good at that.
And instantly, as you say, Captain, they're brilliant at that.
They're so good at
There is no point in which a learner driver will approach a corner, a junction. They won't slow down to a snail's pace.
And if you're
Try and look round the corner. See the corner is fully clear because there are no obstructions whatsoever. But yet they will still turn at 3.5 miles an hour because that's the most considerate way to do it for other road users. Nobody else wants to use that corner.
No.
Nobody else would like to pass them on the road that they're turning from.
I think as well.
You're right with your crisp there.
Yeah, I know. I'm struggling a bit. When you see a vehicle with flashing lights and sirens on, they make great decisions.
That's the appropriate time to shit yourself, isn't it?
It is. When that vehicle gets near to you and you have to make a decision about what you're going to do, they make great decisions.
And usually bend it into the side of the police car, as is the tradition.
You can stop, or go, or park, and all of these things will be great, and they get it right every time. They do a mixture of all three, and it's just great.
I've been driving 7 years, and yet I feel attacked by this. No attacks. We love learner drivers. This
is the segment called
me.
Lover's Gonna Love.
I love learner drivers. I love all drivers.
I've got a
equally.
picture of it. I've got an L sign stuck to the ceiling above my bed. That's how much I love them.
Now, I'm jacking in a box. Are these the people that punched the head off a duck cake? Now, you know this story. Were you there that night? I think you were there.
I was in Pakistan.
Okay, so, as a result, this man did not punch a duck's cake's head off, and neither was it you. In fact, the guy responsible for trying to but failing is not on this sofa, I have to say. But glad, by the way, jacking in a box remembers that wonderful story that I told, and thank you for coming back once again.
It is a very good story.
It is a good story. The one, and to catch everyone up, not that it matters, but really fast, we bet somebody £80 that they could punch the head of a duck cake clean off the body of the duck cake. He could not.
Stranger's cake.
It was wonderful.
I would try that for 80 quid.
That's for 80 quid. He gave it. Hey, by the way, he gave it a meaty punch.
If somebody would like to bake a duck cake, I'll give that a go for 80 quid.
Now,
Just throwing it out there.
quick question, by
Yes.
the way. With a few people in the raid here and a few new people in here, do you want to do another Lover's Gonna Love?
I'm open. I'm open to anything.
Or do you want to play a game?
I think it might be time to just roll on to a game. And if I could preamble just for a second. Last year during the lockdown,
While you're talking, I'm going to get this ready.
Sure. When we started our streaming journey, we started Don't Get Me Started, but we also started a show called Cocktails and Bullshit, of which you two gentlemen were the main driving force on screen. We started a game called Drinkity Drink.
Yes!
And it's here tonight! Here we are! Welcome in, Drinkity Drink.
Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink. Drinkity drink.
I've forgotten about that. That is amazing.
Welcome in. If you just joined us, we're playing a wonderful, wonderful game called Drinkity Drink.
Yes, lovely.
Feel free to play along in the chat. This sounds like Alex. I had you have a high voice, but perhaps not quite that high. No, that was Keris, was it not?
It was Keris.
Keris sounding really lovely there.
Beautiful
Really
singing
good.
voice. Beautiful lady.
If you just joined us, yes, we used to do this on Cocktails and Bullshit, a show that we did and that you produced, and so we're calling that back. Patch, do you want to have? How about you have a pen and a thing?
A pen and a thing.
There
I've
you
always
go.
wanted a pen and a thing.
Oh,
There you go.
is this erasable?
Thanks very much.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got it out of the thing.
Why not?
Disclaimer: no ducks were given during this stream. We're hurt.
Well,
Right.
I've got a great business idea. I'll tell you about in a minute.
Now-
So how does this work for anybody that isn't familiar with the show that we totally didn't rip this off from?
No, indeed. Drinkity Drink is a game where I will reveal. I have 5 phrases, 5 sentences hidden on this piece of paper, which I'm going to reveal, but they have blanks in them. They are not completed, mainly because my alcohol consumption causes brownouts, which means that part of my life is just completely forgotten. So there are blanks in my sentences that you guys are going to have to fill in. So now I don't know whether you're going to have to match up with someone in chat, maybe, or match up with your.
We did it with chat on
Yeah, we'll do it
Cocktails
with
and
chat.
Bullshit, and that worked pretty damn well.
So we're going to play it, and you're going to play it. Now I'm going to say a sentence, and you're going to fill in the blank. And if one of your blanks coincides with one of these guys, you can have a point. Okay, you have to match.
And I'm going to turn in slightly because Captain, we can't look at the chat.
No,
during this.
you can't look at the chat. But they're going to reveal
look at me
it.
dead in the eyes.
Okay.
So.
All right. It's
I'm
upside
dead
down.
behind the eyes anyway. Have been for some time. To
Okay, and then it's just a game between these guys, but they need to match with you. All right.
Or nearest to.
I need your help to kick his ass.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start. There's 5 of these. Play along at home. I hope you're going to enjoy it. Constant eye contact, please, says Tamzanaki. This feels like it might be based on another game show. What would you know about quiz shows?
Shut up! It's after catchphrase, isn't it?
What would you know about quiz shows? Like
Okay, number 1. Ready? Now listen. Now this one I wrote for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thinking about your own father.
Collusion.
But I'm sure you can pick up on it as well. My dad used to be so tight with money. Is this ringing any bells?
Yes.
Absolutely. My dad used to be so tight with money, the tooth fairy left blank under my pillow. Thinking about this? Let me read it out again for the chat. My dad used to be so tight with money, the tooth fairy left blank under my pillow. Put something in the chat. What would he put under the pillow? Got some stuff coming out here from Harmstone. My dad used to be so tight with money. Oh my goodness, that guy. He was so incredibly tight with money. Think about it. Think about who you want to win. Think about who you're trying to match with.
Get in my brain.
My dad used to be so tight with money, the tooth fairy left blank under my pillow.
I finished writing.
finished
Can I
too.
look at
Okay, yeah. Okay. My dad used to be so tight with money, the tooth fairy left
Bottle caps.
bottle caps under my pillow. Unfortunately, does not match with various things.
Fuck me, guys.
Moths. Shit, says Jaeger. Moth says Harmstone. Dandelion says Goblin. I'll come to you in just a moment. The Tooth says Aletha. Dildo says I'm jacking in a box on brand.
Packers tickets.
Lump of coal. Ice cubes. A post-dated check. Ice cube says Duncan. What have you said? I said my dad used to be so tight with money. The Tooth Fairy left
bloody hammers.
bloody hammers under what?
We knocked the teeth out.
Oh, I see. Very good. Yes. Unfortunately, you fail to match with the chat, but hopefully you see how this
We're off to a
toothpaste.
hot start.
Nothing there for the first one.
Nothing doing.
No points. 0-0.
We'll resume eye contact.
Still, but everything to play for here, guys. Okay, you understand how this
Using my
works. Bloody
ball.
hammers. I bloody love hammers.
Bloody
Packers
hammers.
tickets. I love it. Packers tickets under your
They
pillow.
wouldn't be cheap. They wouldn't be cheap.
They would not be. Well, no.
I would emancipate myself from my dad if he did that to me.
Question number 2 on Drinkity Drink. I got a fright on my birthday.
Yes.
I got a fright on my birthday last year when a blank jumped out of my cake. Have a think about that one, guys. I got a fright on my birthday last year when a blank jumped out of my cake.
Stop writing.
I have finished as well. I reckon I'm good for a point here.
Okay, while you don't say anything, I'm going to read what the chat comes up with. I got a fright on my birthday last week when a blank jumped out of my cake. Duncan said when a duck jumped out of my cake. When a clown jumped out of my cake, says Jackie. When a seagull jumped out of my cake. Harmstone goes with a naked Reese. A squirrel, says Tamzanaki. A rabbit. When Captain Brilliant jumped out of my cake.
That'd be sexy as fuck, not scary.
A pissed goose, says Keith.
Keith.
Alex, me, jumped out. A beetle. Okay, well, they're going to go to you then, Jeremy. See if you match with any of these. I got a fright on my birthday last year when a
Harmstone.
harmstone jumped out of my cake. No one said
I'm
harmstone.
disappointed in you guys.
Could have had harmstone. I'm going to come to you now. I got a fright on my birthday last year when a duck jumped out of my cake. That's incredible. Who said duck? Was it
Duncan did.
Was it Duncan? Duncan brought in ducks. That's 1-0. Can I just write on my random bit of thing
Yes,
so I
you
can
may
just
write on your random bit of
let's
thing.
put J
Fuck you. Fuck
and
you.
let's put C for captain.
Duncan the singer screws Jez once more.
Unbelievable.
screw.
Good work, Duncan.
Good work, Duncan. I love you and your lovely face.
Good work. The duck cake. It never goes away, Jackie. It never goes away.
Duck Can the singer. Very good, Harmstone. You couldn't put your own fucking name in the chat.
Oh dear. So drinkity drink, everybody. Play along at home. Drinkity drink. This is the third of 5 questions. Ready for this one? Okay. Liza was mortified by the hole in her bucket.
That's not where I thought that was going. Carry on.
Liza was mortified by the hole in her bucket. Oh no, she cried. Blank has leaked everywhere. No, not like, come on. Well, that's a mature scream. Liza was mortified by the hole in her bucket. Oh no, she cried. Blank has leaked everywhere.
Finished writing.
You ready?
Yes.
You ready?
Yeah.
Semen, says Harmstone.
A
Oil,
bucket full
says
of
Jack in
semen.
a box. You can only guess one. You've got loads of fucking shit. Piss, says Jaeger.
Did you miss any? No, we're all right.
I think we started with semen. Water, Mountain Dew, and beer. One thing. I admire your interest. My hubris, says your father. Listen, if it's on there, I'll give you the money myself. We did start with semen, as we always. No, it's okay. I don't mind. I only need
Usually
one.
ends
I only
with
need
semen.
one.
We only need to match
I only need one. But we'll see. So we got surströmming, semen, beer, wine, hubris, leaks. Harmstone, says Aletha.
Thank you, Aletha. A bit late there, but thank you.
Piss is in there. Okay, I'm going to go to you first, Jeremy. Liza was mortified by the hole in her bucket. Oh no, she cried. What has leaked everywhere?
Surströmming.
Surströmming has leaked everywhere for a point. Someone definitely said surströmming. I don't remember who it was.
Tamsin.
And for you, Liza was mortified with the hole in her bucket. Oh no, piss.
Oh,
Oh no, you both got a point.
2 people said piss.
2 people said piss.
You
Well,
still only get
Jaeger
1
did as
point.
well.
Let's try that.
Well, try hard here.
well, it's 2-1 here as we go into question. Oh, don't want to put that on that. We need you to write things on it. Right, 4. Do you like these little kind of things? Amazing.
It's good, isn't it?
Okay.
High tech.
High tech here. Hope you're enjoying it. Play along at home. I know the captain. Think about things.
Piss. If in doubt,
If in
piss
doubt,
it out.
piss it out. Okay. Question 4.
I know you well.
Ready. Vera.
Stop looking at the chat, you cheat.
They don't even know. All they know is Vera.
Sorry.
Vera searched the whole office for her boss's dongle. Eventually, it turned up in the blank. Vera, good old Vera, the office assistant, presumably. Vera searched the whole office for her boss's dongle. Eventually, it turned up in the blank. What would you find in this filthy cow? right.
Turned up in the dongle turned up in.
Vera searched the whole office for her boss's dongle. Eventually, it turned up in the blank.
I'm finished, by the way.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's still going. Vera searched the whole office for her boss's dongle. Eventually, it turned up.
Where she last had it.
By the way, that's what I thought when I wrote this down. Where she last had it was
on the nose, that one.
Do you want to just go? I think. Okay. I think photocopy is
need to go back up.
You're done. Okay. I think photocopy is the top one. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Vera searched the whole office for her boss's dongle. Eventually, it turned up in the photocopier, said Harmstone. Up her ass, says Keris. In the vending machine, says Aletha. In a pot plant, says Goblin.
Is that a pot plant, a cannabis plant,
correct.
Or a potted plant?
I think it's a cannabis plant.
Please clarify.
In the cabinet, says Jackin. In a yogurt, maybe. In a hedge, like many of them do. In a coffee machine, says Rich. In the USB port. In the spare laptop. Whoa! Where she last had it, says Keith. Listen, by the way, I really like Duncan's and Keith because I like both of them. But I'm going to turn to you. Vera searched the whole office for her boss's dongle. Eventually, it turned up in the...
Going to need a judge's decision because I said porn hedge.
Porn hedge. I will. He said hedge, and I'm going to allow hedge. I'm going to give you hedge. Now, what did you? That sounded weird.
I will allow hedge.
I'm going to give you hedge. Vera searched the whole office for her boss's dongle. Eventually, it turned up in the
canteen shepherd's pie.
Canteen shepherd's pie is incredible, but unfortunately, not one someone picked. And it's hey, listen, as we go into the final one,
everything to play for.
Everything to play for.
Yeah, as if we planned it.
Because it's 2-all. I like this one. I wonder if it's going to throw people for the loop.
Right.
I have to say, damn it, Canteen Shepherd's Pie was my alt. Hate that Pornhedge is a recurring character.
Pornhedge.
Pornhedge.
Pop up in the stream.
Okay, last one. Now, you might want to make from this... By the way, when I read this out, it might not be immediate, obviously. It might not be immediately obvious, rather. Although I'm sure you educated and erudite gentlemen will know the term. What this means, but I don't care. You're going to write whatever you want to.
I don't have erudite. I cleaned that up with medicine.
Oh, yes, so you did.
I used my erudite to clean my sink.
The campanologist's ears wouldn't stop ringing. He'd clearly pulled far too hard on his blank. The campanologist's ears wouldn't stop ringing. He'd clearly pulled far too hard on his blank.
I am ready.
Think about this. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink. The campanologist's ears wouldn't stop ringing. He clearly pulled far too hard on his blank.
Hang on.
Thinking.
Hang on. And what am I doing?
I can look at the chat now. I've finished.
Yeah. Do you want to go up it a little bit because we're definitely...
Right. Yes.
Right, here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Starts with that one.
Penis. I say the campanologist's ears wouldn't stop ringing. He clearly pulled too hard, says Jaeger on his penis. His bellend, says Harmstone, Keith, and Duncan. On his piercing, says Aletha. On his ding dong, says Tamsinaki.
Too hard on his piercing. It was in his elbow.
His tent pole, says York. His earlobe, says Jackin. His finger, says Hannah. His tent peg, says Joe. I'm going to go to you first. Campanologist's ears wouldn't stop ringing. He clearly pulled far too hard on his...
Ding dong!
His ding dong! For a point, I'm going to have to say... What do you say? The campanologist's ears wouldn't stop ringing. He clearly pulled far too hard on his...
Massive bell!
His massive bell! Unbelievably, you both get a point. You both get a point. So you're both winners. Wow. That's a 3-3. How is that impossible?
We already knew that, didn't we, Captain? That we're both winners?
I was born a winner.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Yeah. I don't even have a tie break, unfortunately.
That's okay, because as it's Positivity Month, and as you well know, I fucking love a tie.
Yeah.
I love a tie.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I love a tie.
Great. I love ties.
I love when things end in ties. You get a firm conclusion, so...
We need a tiebreaker. We could probably... I mean, you know, it's possible.
We could make one up.
We could make one up.
Just pull one out your ass.
Yeah. Pull one straight.
If you can do that, you go for it.
Oh.
£1 in the pot. What are you talking about? That was positive. I love ties.
Yeah.
I love it when a game ends with the same score.
Okay.
I'm eating the crisp.
If you got a tiebreaker.
I've got some in the other room. I can go and get, I can
No,
probably
let's
make
leave
one.
it.
I can make one up.
Are we doing it or not?
You are all losers at the end. Give me a moment. I'm going to think of something.
We don't
Everybody dies. Says,
No, we
I'm
need
Jack in
one.
the Box.
We need one more. How do we separate? It must be so difficult that it must be something that we can both. That you could both go for.
Tell me.
I wonder. Okay, fine. Okay, sure. Well, let's do one. We'll do one that is open ended. Okay.
An open ender.
007. Ready?
Yeah.
Classic. Ready?
Smash the mic.
Okay. Oh shit. 007 on his latest mission was so drunk he couldn't even blank straight. 007, James Bond. He was so drunk on his latest mission he couldn't even blank straight. This is for the win. Think about it in the chat now. 007, James Bond. He's on his latest mission. He was so drunk he he couldn't even blank straight.
I
am prepared.
Drinkity drink. Super match game.
Itchney.
Tiebreaker game. A lot of stuff coming. 007. Throw this away. I don't need this anymore. 007. James Bond. He was so drunk he couldn't even. And according to the chat, piss straight, says Jack in the Box. Come straight, says Jaeger. Pretend to be
Did we miss any?
straight.
No.
Oh, I think it started with
I
Jaeger.
don't think like Bond ever was notoriously a wanker, was he?
Draw a line with a ruler. Piss again. Wank straight. Drive a lorry straight. Fail straight. And be straight. I can't even say the word straight anymore.
I like that.
B. Okay, well, let's go to you, Jeremy. Let's see whether anything ties up there. James Bond, 007, got so drunk on his mission he couldn't even
shoot straight.
Shoot straight. Straight shooter. Have to say.
Spelled correctly, obviously.
Shoot. No one said shoot.
Yeah.
So we're going to come to this. James Bond, 007 for the win. He was on his latest mission. He was so drunk he couldn't even.
Sexy pun.
Sexy pun straight.
That's how this game works, right?
Yes, you put a sexy pun in it.
Yes.
Do you know what? I can't help feeling that you're both losers.
No, we're both winners, sir.
Oh, yes, no, of course.
Sir, I object.
Sir, I have to say.
Objection, argumentative. We are both winners.
Well, that was the game. And
What a giggle that.
it was 3 each. You're both winners. Everyone's a winner. Even the chat is a winner. And that was the fun and the craziness we like to call Drinkity Drink.
Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink, drinkity drink, drinkity drink. Drinkity drink.
Now, as we move into our final segment of the night, I will invite Reesage to come back from the green room and join us all here on the
Shall I
sofa.
go get him?
No, he's here. He'll hear
Can you
us.
pass me that piece of paper that actually is the piece of paper I need? Thank
He'll
you.
get
The
here
rest of it can be dished.
after some stream lag, I'm sure.
What's his
And
nickname?
we're going to finish off with Am I the Arsehole? Would you
Yes,
like to kill time by telling people who might be new what Am I the Arsehole is?
So, as a result of people dropping into the chat that we don't know, we plumb the depths of Reddit's Am I the Arsehole segment, subreddit as it were, to find only the very best Am I the Arseholes, and we're going to read them out. I'm going to drop them. We're going to read them out.
You might have to shimmy around a bit more.
I'll come around a little bit more.
Back
in the sofa, back on the sofa.
Here he is.
Is your brother's,
Welcome back,
did you say brother's
Reese's
asleep?
man. Yeah,
oh, that's good. He won't do that final segment then. We might want to rethink that.
Oh yeah.
We're all here. The gang's all here. Isn't this amazing? So people who haven't seen this before, we're going to discuss. We're going to read out the Am I the Arseholes. The panel now, such as it is going to discuss it, and so are you at home. We're welcoming back in Reesage 1.
Hello.
If you're just joining us now as our original guest, we're all on the sofa now. This is exactly how we wanted it to be. How wonderful is this?
And gents, would you both like the honour of joint introducing our final segment?
I don't know
It's
how
that one.
to do it.
And see, this is a section that they like to call Am I the Arsehole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Are we reading these out? How many have we got?
We have got 3.
Okay.
So I think we read them out and we get reactions from these guys live and in person.
Okay.
So yes, you can go first with your first one because that's how numbers work.
Absolutely. Right. Good stuff, everybody. Roll credits. Good job, Reese is DJMS trained. Yeah, it was very good, but he did say it both at the same time.
I did look a little bit like a rabbit in the headlights there for a moment.
I had you covered, dear.
Basically, the format is this is the segment we like to call, and then we name the segment.
Ah, right. I totally flunked that.
You know all those times when we used to say this is a segment we like to call Drinkity Drink.
Yeah, we did the same thing on Cocktails and
Basically,
Bullshit.
nothing's changed.
Yeah, it's
was
basically the
pissed for
same
most of
show.
them.
Just
Were you ever sober for any of them?
I was never sober for Cocktails and Bullshit. I turned up wrecked.
Okay, right. I'm going to read this out, and you can give us your you can give us your response to it. Maybe in your facial expressions, even while I'm reading it, Captain.
I'll try my best.
You ready?
We warmed your face up.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good night.
So yeah,
It's low hanging fruit, but it needed to be
It's
a small pause there. A practice professional pause.
Yes, sorry. I apologise.
Okay. Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
Here we are.
Third time's the charm.
Listen.
You fucking this up, you can.
Honestly,
This guy again.
This is my fucking life, mate. This is the fucking
Alright, sorry, yeah.
you right? Everybody all right here?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
never work with children, animals, or Captain Brilliance.
Am I the arsehole?
I hope the mic picked that up.
Oh god.
Comedy comes in threes, everyone. Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Off to the pub.
Hey!
Now we've started.
Bang! There's the fucking.
There's
quiz.
3 of these. I haven't even got past the first word. All right. Okay. I believe. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna bull through. Am I the arsehole? Stop. Am I the arsehole for telling my husband stop going on Facebook Live during funeral preparation for my dad? Oh Jesus! Let me read that out again. Am I the arsehole for telling my husband stop going on Facebook Live during funeral preparation for my dad? We're preparing and decorating the funeral home today for my dad's funeral. My husband landed in my hometown today. My husband landed in my hometown? Why doesn't he live there currently? I noticed that my husband went on live. He's telling them he's in town and why he's in town. Then he started showing all of our decors and my family decorating things. After he ended the live video, I told him not to do that. Why is he sharing what we're doing with strangers? He said, strangers are going to come to the funeral and it's not a big deal. I said, strangers aren't coming. My dad's friends are coming. He was upset at what I said and said he took it down, but didn't know I would make a big deal about it. I told him I'm not comfortable with what he's doing because I don't know his Facebook friends and it's not necessary for him to go on live letting his friends and family know that he's in town. It's not a celebration. It's not a birthday party. It's not about having fun. If he wants to let his friends and family in town know he can do it in other ways. Not going on live showing my dad's funeral preparation. Am I the arsehole?
I've got to say.
Sorry, I thought it was.
No, go on.
He's doing the same.
The same joke. All right.
We love it.
Right.
And he's here tonight.
Like everyone grieves in different ways.
Absolutely.
We all deal with things differently, but it's her dad, not his dad, his father-in-law. And if he's doing that, that's not an issue. But for her to say, "I'm not cool with this," that should just be the end of it.
Yeah, should be the end of it.
That should be the end of it. She's not the arsehole. She's not been
Obviously not the arsehole.
In my opinion.
Says Hampton. What do you think?
I think in that situation you should defer to the grieving person. Say, right, sorry, I was doing it because it's something I normally do, but if you're not cool with it, that's fine.
That's it.
So I'm going to sit.
It does seem like a remarkable lack of awareness for someone to say, hey, listen, I wasn't in town. Because he's like, my husband came back into town from someone's like, hey, just flying in. Like and subscribe my wife's dad's funeral. Click that fucking bell more times when the dad dies. Okay?
If you get to 100 likes, we'll throw his fucking
We'll
bombs out of the coffin.
We'll kill him again! We didn't kill him the first
We put
time.
him in a championship.
It wasn't me.
They caught him on the counter.
They put his coffin in a trebuchet and find it over the church.
If we get 1 million viewers,
1 million viewers,
we'll burn this guy. Wait,
darling, I'm really not comfortable with this. Fuck you! Boing!
Have a Viking funeral and send him out to sea on fire.
Shout
and
Paul
stream
just
it
before
obviously.
you do it.
What do you think about this, Jeremy?
So I've got two kind of questions / problems with this. First of all,
question problems.
The best kind. How many followers does he have? I think somebody asked that in the chat. Does he actually have an audience that he needs to cater to on a daily basis? But he probably should have asked for consent before doing it.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, what's the exact line here? It's not a celebration. I beg to differ. That's exactly what a funeral is.
I mean,
it's
it should be a
celebration
celebration
of the person's life and the good times that you had with them. So for that,
yeah, I'm with you on that
attitude,
one.
The op is the arsehole, but for everything else,
I understand what they're saying in a way, because like saying it's not a celebration, it's not something we're meant to be kind of like celebrate. I'm going to stick this on live.
Everything's happy. We're glad
we're
he's
really
gone.
great. Hey,
Facebook
like and
Live.
subscribe.
Woo, woo,
Click the
woo.
bell, motherfucker. Like it isn't like that, but
Open the coffin.
and guess what's inside? It's Captain Brilliant. Hey! I mean, that would make every funeral better.
Pop a ball out. Yeah.
When I die, live stream my funeral.
When I die, I wish to be cremated and I want to be put in a rocket and fired into the sky.
What, like, yes, we can do that.
From top of Cowling Pinnacle.
Okay.
Well, I mean, cremating you first will certainly save on fuel rather than putting your
rather than
compass weight in the
dragging my
rocket.
cadaver all the way back.
Is
to
this
the
going to be
field.
Alex's funeral? What, people live streaming my
Mate,
funeral?
I promise you I will live stream at your funeral.
That's fine, you can live
Thing
stream.
is,
We should all do it.
You can live stream my funeral.
Was he live streaming the stuff to do with the funeral? Or was
Yeah,
he
he
just
was-
sat in a
It's
room?
right there, just in the like.
He was like,
He died.
he's live streaming.
Solemn moment.
He died how he lived, falling off a roof.
Abide with me.
There'll be a bouncer. At
Yeah.
my funeral, you have to cry to get in. Yeah, you do.
You have to cry to get in.
No tears, fuck off.
Excuse me.
There will be a downside.
Are they authentic tears? They look a bit crocodile to me. Get the fuck out.
There'll be an onion seller just down the road.
There will be a bouncer because he drowned in quick-setting rubber. So.
Boing, 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 boing.
3 points!
It's a very sensitive subject. I love here. It's just like they're obviously decorating. He's like, here we are at the funeral prep, and we're decorating. Looks a bit dull. Maybe we want to brighten this up, motherfuckers. Like this steely look from his wife. He's like, oh, what's going on?
Like, look at this.
Where's the strippers?
Look at that miserable trout-faced bitch. Whoa!
Who's putting up bunting for this shit? Anyway, I
Not a
think
celebration. Fuck off.
celebrate good times. Come on, confetti cannon. I mean.
Neon lights, everything going on. With
By the way, that
strobes.
sounds like if you want to celebrate my death like that, feel free. Honestly,
mine as
Well, like a massive nightclub with strobe lights and.
do you know when people say like they wouldn't? I mean, we are mired in this situation of kind of ritual for death, where they have to do things everyone wears black, and I think if it's mine, just fucking go nuts, man.
Go crazy.
You know, I'm trying to come up with a way of making a fake wedding just so we can all have a party. Why do we need to make
Let's have a fake funeral.
yeah, right.
No,
I've done my
even
one.
better. Let's have a real one. Like, there's loads of people we can
Just go and kill
Hey, there's
someone for the
people we
sake of
don't like.
It's true.
This
Get those
town's
people
full
killed.
of dickheads that need to die.
it. We had a great plan set then, didn't we, for the whole fake wedding.
Thank you very much for the follow,
This-
Tiger Lily.
This town is full of dickheads
Obviously
that
down
need to
for
die.
the
triggered
fake
by follow.
funeral. We'll send you an invite to the fake funeral, Tiger
Tomorrow
Lily.
there'll be more of us. Thank you very much for joining at the tail end of Don't Get Me Started, when we're all on the sofa, ready to go, and we're discussing Am I the Arsehole from Reddit. And we're going to read them out, and you in chat can put them in there. Now, do you want to tell us our next one?
Yeah, well, we were pretty much all.
We're all
agreed
agreement
there,
that
weren't we?
we're all in agreement, rather.
Yes. Now, this is quite a long one, so please bear with.
Okay.
Am I the arsehole for going too far with my punishment? You like that I rolled straight through that sentence, then, didn't you? Yeah.
And you didn't give us a chance.
I didn't
Carry
give you
I
a
on.
wasn't going to do it. It wouldn't have been classy.
That's the story of your life.
My daughter is 13 now, and she loves TikTok. She'd be on it 24/7 if I didn't make sure she did other stuff with her life.
Like going to school.
Please stop kicking the table. The mic is attached to it.
Good point.
Up until now, it's been annoying for me and my husband, but bearable. I feel like this is partially our fault, as we are big pranksters. However, the pranks we do are harmless, like waking someone up and telling them they're a little late when they're actually right on time, then revealing it.
Well, that is a classic. These guys crack me up. Somebody, these guys, what fucking cards?
It gets better.
It gets better? Well, no, stop. Slow the fuck down.
Honestly,
It's too much in it.
look at
These fucking guys.
This 24-hour clown fest.
Call fucking Jimmy Fallon. That shit's fucking genius. Fuck me. Carry on.
Or making an extra portion of food for them and then doing the salt bottle prank.
Oh, that annoys me. That really annoys me.
We always thought we've instilled these values into our kids and make sure they always have everyone laughing at the end.
God, these guys.
Recently, our daughter shattered all of our rules by pranking our 17-year-old son.
Oh, I love this already.
Whilst my son was asleep, she walked into his room with an electric razor and then shaved off a massive part of his hair. He was angry and immediately went into the bathroom to see the damage, where she came up behind him and shaved a large part off the back of his hair.
That's incredible.
She set up a camera in the bathroom, and I looked at the video.
That's so genius.
She was giggling and having a grand time while doing it.
She shat on his face.
Now, to him, his hair is a sensitive topic, as a couple of years ago he had pretty bad hair by his standards, and over the past couple of months he has started to get his hair looking good and feeling happy with
It's
it.
just hair, man. Get
He puts a lot of effort into his hair and was devastated when this happened. He was obviously devastated and didn't want to go to school for the upcoming year.
You like a twat.
This year was pretty much the last year he'd have to be a teenager, because after this he wants to go to med
He
school.
would be 20.
And and it'll be high stress for the next 10 years. Now to him, this year is ruined. My daughter was saying, it's just hair and you're not even a girl, get over with it, which
so right.
made me furious. Me and my husband discussed, and we decided that she knew exactly what she was doing and deserved to be massively punished. We're taking away her phone and giving her a Nokia. We're also going to be taking away her laptop and only giving it back to work on homework. We've decided to block all websites other than Google Drive and her school website. If she needs to look up something,
And
she can ask us.
www.prank.com, which we obviously all go to and all subscribe to.
And we drown the bitch.
We're also going to be grounding her for the next year as well, or until his hair grows back and looks as good as it did to him.
Oh, this can't be real.
We're doing this because we want her to realise the damage is not over with a simple apology, and that his year has been ruined and his mental health may well be down the
Oh,
toilet.
fuck off.
Her aunt, my sister, who has always favoured her in my opinion, is completely on her side, saying it's just a joke and it was funny, and we need to give her a small punishment only. I feel like her punishment is deserved, but now I'm not so sure, and maybe I'm being too harsh, taking a 13-year-old's phone and contact with friends away.
Grounding her for a year.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes,
Now-
you are.
Yes.
Arsehole.
Can I just say,
There's three bald people sat
I was
around
going to
this
say,
table.
we're all follically challenged here.
we've got a lot of stuff coming in
Speak
here.
for yourself, actually.
But
Thank you.
Harmstone says, obviously this family are the fucking worst. The thing here is that these guys were like, you know those guys you meet who are like, I'm the clown, I'm the funny guy, I'm the prankster,
Yeah.
I've always been hilarious, who are like never the funny guys ever. And that guy has hooked up with a woman who's the clown, the funny guy, the hilarious person, right? Yeah. And they've got together and gone, we're merry pranksters, and we have introduced our family to the idea of pranking, and we have not drawn a line to how the pranks work. We have just
three dicks of pranky at heart.
We've all decided to be pranky dickheads. Drink dick eggs, pranky dickheads, and then we've instilled in our children the idea that we should. The world is full of pranks, and then your daughter did a prank, and you were fucked off with it. I think you lay in your pranky bed and go fuck yourself.
Yes.
What the fuck did you think was going to happen? We're like, please, prank as much as you want until we tell you this prank is wrong. And what's the difference? I'm telling you to go fuck yourself. That's the difference. And that's how I feel about this shit.
His hair looks really good. In whose opinion? Fuck
His
off.
hair... Hey, he took ages
Now-
getting his hair right.
Now, hang
His
on.
hair.
I will. No, there isn't. I will step in on this 17-year-old's behalf as someone. I know you guys don't have this issue, but as someone who has massive insecurities about hair in general, like if I was this kid and I had just actually got my hair to a point that I could tolerate people seeing it in public, and my fucking bratty TikTok loving dickhead 13-year-old sister came in and took a chunk out of it and ruined that, I would be massively like.
But it's going to take you a month to get your hair back.
It is, but I think she deserves a massive punishment.
I think
the parents need to share the punishment.
This is part of my issue, is that like
they enabled this bullshit to happen.
Enablers.
Back when I had hair, and I know this was like a mere 10 years ago, but back when I had hair, it was
on top of the other 20.
Don't be Harmstone. We'll leave that for him.
There's enough Harmstone here already.
Back when I had hair and it was all styled the way I liked it, which is the same as now, frankly, as far as I'm concerned. But when I had it and I liked it and it was all kind of swished over, if someone had come up and shaved that, I would be properly fucked off. So I get that I would be properly fucked off, and he should be properly fucked off. But they made their prank bed.
They should lie in it. Yeah.
This is on you. You told them that. Children will listen. You told them that was cool, then they went and did it. And now you're saying it's not cool.
Like
now, I know there's a nuance, but the fact is you didn't lay down the parameters of that fucking nuance. They go, fuck it. Oh, man, these guys can fuck off.
The only person that should be coming out of this positively is the 17-year-old guy. The
I
parents should be punishing themselves, take away the television in the living room, and put it in the boys' room. He can have all the television, all the nice things.
A year? The punishment doesn't fit the crime.
It's not a year, it's a year, or until he gets his hair back to the point that he is happy with it.
Your father doesn't have any hair.
He can shave her hair off.
I think
the
they
end
should.
of it.
Satchel this in a hair versus hair match. Well, there you go. You've nailed it there. I agree with that.
You know, I mean,
I've done and received worse pranks than that.
I mean, I would hate this shit, but that is the way their family lives, so it's cool, right?
We're
all cool. We live and die by the prank in our house. We're merry pranksters. We're happy guys. That's what we do until we told you that it wasn't.
The Harmstone's got the question, but did he take part in the pranks, or is he trapped in this household full of prank dickheads?
Yeah, he is in like, I want to
like,
get out of this place.
Yeah.
We don't have enough information on that.
But you can't be both ways. If you play a good game, or it's the old adage of don't give what you can't take yourself.
Here's the thing about the prank thing, is that the mother and the father set this up. These kids had no choice. It's like naming your kids something fucking stupid. They just had to live with being called Khaleesi or something fucking bullshit.
Moon unit.
They just didn't have a choice. They've grown up in this. Fuck you, parents. What were you thinking? We're all crazy pranksters.
I remember a time when my dad was getting really angry at me, and I sat there laughing. And he's like, I'm really angry at you, why are you laughing? And my mum said, because you joke all the time and you can't tell the difference between when you're joking and when you're being serious. And it's your own fault, so fuck you.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, you're right. And mum was like, you say it like you've never joked. You joke
that was
all
the
time.
last time your dad ever smiled again.
Well, the gun went off, he got... Accidents happen in Yorkshire.
I don't think this kid fully understands the weight of what she's done.
My other problem with it is this fucking toxic fucking line. It's just hair. You're not even a girl.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
That is a fucking horrible toxic attitude.
I mean, the thing about it was, aside from
as if men can't have agency over their own hair.
Right, yeah.
Well, I can't.
Nice to have some, wouldn't it?
I mean,
Mother Nature took care of that for me.
Yeah,
you know, they fuck you up, your mum and dad.
Yep.
They may not mean to, but they do. And in this, it never been so true as this fucking shit, where she's like, I'm cool to do this, but you're not. And I'm just really against the parents on this shit for putting this situation in it. But like the kid was like, I've got it perfect. I'm going to see this girl. You know, if I went in,
on a date.
if someone just came up and shaved my beard off like in the middle of it when I was about to go and do some fucking
middle of
date,
the
I'd just be like, eh. By the way, that won't be funny. I'm not into that.
Damn, he got it in there.
Somebody ran up and shaved a chunk out of my back hair. I'd be so angry.
Yeah, yeah,
literally a day to grow that.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. So who was the original? Is it the girl? Is she the arsehole?
The parents are asking. The question was, am I the arsehole for going too far with my punishment? That was the question.
Oh,
yes, they are.
Yes. You're the arsehole.
So they are
and
the
then there's
arsehole.
a full stop.
The parents are asking the question, and most definitely the parents are arseholes.
Yeah,
yes.
you have made a mistake.
Was the prank with the thing, was that the hair trigger?
Back of the net. Yeah. One in a row.
You're supposed to be saving these up for when we're finishing.
He shoots, he scores.
Every time.
By the way, there's a point where later Jez says like a thing, and you have to be ready for like a phrase that you're going to say, like "Go fuck yourself, good night" or something like that. Or something better than that, right? Just like get yourself ready.
Head trigger.
That's it, and then he presses the button.
You got to save it.
That was a good
and then
practice.
It goes fuck shit stop. That's how it works anyway, right? Yeah. Okay, bang bang. We've ruled as far as I'm concerned here.
Dun dun.
Bang, bang, into my room. So, shall I read this one now?
Bang,
Yes.
all over you.
Oh, you got me.
Bangy, bangy. Sorry, carry on.
That's a quid. No, I'm only kidding.
That's cheap.
It's cheap. Later on, after the stream. Thank you very much. Good night. Right. Am I the arsehole? You resisted there, old chap. I gave you a grand caesura there for
I'm
like...
not going to lie to you, it nearly happened now.
Yeah, it's just I watched his lips kind of flutter a little bit.
We've done three times.
I'm doing it on purpose.
It was involuntary, wasn't it?
Comedy comes in threes. I've done it 3 times. I can't
do it again,
anymore.
yeah. Maybe if you do it twice now.
All right.
I know. We've got to get to the pub you want to get to.
What have you done?
I created a monster. Right. Bang, bang, all over you. Right. Am I the arsehole for snapping at a co-worker? Am I the arsehole for snapping at a co-worker over continuously getting a kid's name wrong? You may well. My co-worker and I are both part-time tutors, and we have one student who has a very ethnic-sounding name.
Here we go.
Our company prefers tutors be in pairs, as we work with kids who have learning and developmental disabilities, such as not being able to say developmental. It was difficult for me to learn to say it properly, but it's been a few months now, and I got the hang of it after a few months. I have been working with the kid for a few months. It did not take me that long to say their name correctly, which is not what you said in the previous sentence. The co-worker doesn't even try. They even shorten the kid's name, or call them something kind of similar, but much more white-sounding. God, this sounds terribly racist. Co-workers' overall attitude towards the name has been along the lines of, that's not happening, my tongue don't move like that. My tongue don't move like that! I can see this bothers the kid because their face always falls a bit when they are misnamed, and the co-worker just blows it off. It's been happening since the beginning. I finally got irritated and stopped...
Have you just seen that?
I finally got irritated and stopped the co-worker in the hall before our tutoring session with a kid who was already in the tutoring room and told them to get the fucking name right already because me and the kid are both sick of their lack of effort, and if not, I would personally report them to management for this bullshit. Co-worker got upset and ended up skipping the session, so I had the kid all to myself for a few hours. Am I the arsehole? What's in a name, guys?
Well, honestly, what was the name like Knokonokovich and he calls him Ken? Or something like that?
Or it's even worse, and someone's called Aiden and they call him Chief or Keith.
Keith's
or
his name is
it
Keith.
someone like mine who spells my name wrong every single time because there's so many different ways to spell Reese, and you go to Starbucks and you say, what's the name?
Is your name
Reese?
Is your name Reese?
Yeah, apparently
I
so.
thought it was Rice.
Oh, well,
Reese
there
is
you
the
go.
word,
Well,
mate.
exactly, man.
Riceage.
And you go to Starbucks and they write your name on it, and they never get it right.
Fuck off. My job, I filled out my name on the application, and for 8 years they haven't spelt my name right.
Haven't they?
Yeah, they corrected it for me on my application.
They put a T
They
in.
assumed that I got my name wrong and changed it for me.
Because you have one T.
I have one T in my name, and they put
In
2
brilliant.
T's in it. In brilliant. And they put 2
That's because you
T's.
can't
Brilliant.
spell.
Well done, I love what you did
Thank
there.
you, I know, right?
And they corrected it for me like I'm some sort of fucking idiot that doesn't know how to spell his own name. My pension's not getting paid.
Asshole. This inexplicably doesn't happen to me at work, but it happens to loads of people I work with, and it irritates me so much. Their names aren't even unusual. Yes, Aletha, this happens quite a lot, doesn't it? People are just like, well...
Now, accidentally getting a name wrong is totally
happens.
fine. It happens. The first, like, if you come across that person a few times, that's when you should be really making sure that you're saying that person's name right and making an effort to pronounce it correctly.
And some people, I've worked with people that have names that are not traditionally English, and they will say, you can call me Ken instead, and they'll give you permission to do that, and I don't think that's a problem if they give you the permission. Or I often, when somebody sells me their name and it's not an English name, I'll say it and I'll say, am I getting that right?
And they'll say, no.
No, you're not. And I'm
Then
like,
they'll say, well, that's as much as an effort I'm going to give.
go fuck yourself, Ken. I'm off to the pub.
Do you call everyone Ken?
Yeah.
All right.
Except for Ken, I call him Nigel.
What a prick. Rice baby. Apparently. Well, I think a bit the arsehole could have been brought up another time in a more professional manner. That said, the guy getting the name wrong is a bigger asshole. There are a load of people out there who just don't even bother. They're like, that's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly English people.
It is, isn't it? You should actually call this shit, or it keeps happening.
Yeah, I think you should always make an effort, shouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like you said, agree on a different pseudonym, whatever you want, a nickname or whatever is different, isn't it?
Come on,
You should always make an
get
effort.
fucked, says H-Bot. Get off the fence, say what you really think. Get in the sea.
I mean, Harmstone hates it when someone gets his name wrong, like Hearthstone.
Yeah, Blarnstone.
Blarnstone, yes.
Hearthstone.
Nice callback.
Hamstone.
Glamstone.
On your stream, didn't you say that'll be on my Harmstone?
I did, yeah.
When you were like, when something happened in marbles, it's like, that's going to be on my Harmstone.
I did.
I mean, headstone.
I did. Yeah, I did.
It annoys me enough when people think my surname is my first name, even when I repeatedly sign my emails as Joe. That's it. Like, if you've got, there's some people who have like names, especially if it's two first names, always a crowd pleaser.
You were talking about this yesterday,
It was,
actually.
wasn't I?
Yeah.
And said, I work with we have like a global department, and we have a team in India, we have a team in Australia, all over the world, and different cultures do names differently. So they always call me Morgan, because in India it's different. They have the way the email signatures go, and so they call me Morgan. So I'll get theirs the wrong way around, and then we have a debate about it, and then we ended up right in the end. But they listen and they do learn, which is what you should do.
Not the arsehole.
I had to spell a name for somebody at work the other day, and the guy's name was something like Tim Konokonokovich. And she's like, "How do you spell that?" I'm like, Tim, and she's like, and I'm like, traditional spelling of Konokonokovich. Yes. So she's got the Tim and traditional spelling.
And as it sounds, as it sounds, it's like, really?
As it would normally.
As you would often spell
Konokonokovich. It's such a stupid name, I don't even know. Traditional spelling of Konokonokovich.
Can I just say that it must be nice to be able to just turn down work because they spell your name wrong?
It must be nice.
It's like, I repeatedly turn stuff down because people... Do you know what? I've got the money is rolling in so much that instead of Harmstone, they call me Blarmstone, and I just won't fucking have it. That's £1,000 they can keep in their pocket.
Keep your bloody money.
My name's important to me. Take your money back. I don't give a shit.
I'll eat jacket potatoes every day for a month before I work for you.
I'm eating that fucking ramen. I don't give a shit. Put that stuff in a pan.
Yeah, Harmstone, for the purposes of this joke, yes, you do get paid for it.
Can I have a nice bowl of ramen stone, please?
It doesn't bother me when people say my name wrong trying to read it. It bothers me when I tell them how to say it and they still get it wrong, or spell it wrong when they're replying to an email with my name.
That's the thing I get the most, is when people... Because my surname doesn't have an R in it, and I know that my nephew and my niece will be on with this, but like obviously the...
Fuck off, Broughton.
That's even better because you did it doubly correct. That's brilliant. But yeah, people who kind of like mine, you put something in it's in your email signature, and then they just go like, well, I guess it was probably that. And just reply, I'm like, mate, you literally have everything in the email that you need.
Like, Keris gets an apostrophe in her name, like Keris. Like... What belongs to her? We'll never know.
She's not like Duncan's wife.
Who is Kerry anyway?
Who has an apostrophe
in
her
name.
Chris. Shut up, Buffton. We were all called Buffton at school, actually. Kerry.
That's it.
Chris.
Yeah. It doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Kerry's.
Not only are you being a total fucking moron, you've got no concept of the English language in any way. That's £1. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just at the edge, in the dying embers
the
of positivity.
English language might be a trigger for me.
Oi, oi, Keza.
I had someone in an email chain get my name wrong 3 different ways. That's impressive.
Wow.
That is impressive.
Given that it's 2 letters, you know. Where do you add it? And where do you change a Joe to?
She put Q on the end of it.
You spelled Goblin Tea Power different to me, apparently.
Jock.
So,
okay.
In the grand scheme of it,
yes.
Are they the arsehole?
I've forgotten what the...
I think there's arseholery on both parts.
I forgot what the point is.
There's arseholery on the both. Her reaction was inappropriate, but the other person just needs to stop being a dick and get the name right.
Yeah. You should put the effort in it if that's your job.
I think you've absolutely nailed that. Mr.
Mr.
Brilliant, I think you've named that.
Thank you.
I used my surname, he put an E on it, and then he called me Joanna. I like Joanna. I think we should call Joanna more.
Yeah, I think that gets to the heart of this fucking problem, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think we should call them this, whether they want it or not.
Just pick names of people
Let's
randomly.
go,
Yeah.
We're going to call you Christopher.
All right, Jimmy.
He's asleep in the other room, isn't he?
He is. He's flat out story.
He's not going to be able to do our final joke where he walks in and what's
I
that
know.
bag or somewhere.
James,
How are we going to do that?
I'll do the joke now.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll just
go.
pretend it.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
just
Okay.
pretend.
All right.
Go for that.
It's time for our not at all prepared
Yeah.
joke to close the show.
I'm looking forward to the beer
Unfortunately,
festival tomorrow.
Petty's brother is. Oh, thanks very much. Cheers, thanks.
Looking forward to the beer festival tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Did you want that bag in the end?
Well, this one.
Yeah. The bag that literally no one wants, and I've been
Yeah,
trying to give
you know.
everyone.
I mean, no. I'll see
Oh,
if
what
anyone
are
else
you doing
wants
here?
I need a bag to shit in.
Well, I have to say, I've got this wonderful bag that nobody seems to want. Is this perfect for you?
Fuck off.
I did want to say goodbye to them, but.